Dambi, the trailblazer, spots bang right outside the site, but a flurry of frags for Timotino and more. But the 100 Thieves within punching distance of a grand final. They've got the code dialed in, punched in, and all that remains is to turn that final key.
Set them ready. They're a team that over the years, their attendance at international events has been few and far between. They made it here last year, entered the group of death, and left in the group stage. Now they sit one round away from maybe their biggest moment in Valorant. Grand final, millions on the line, and a chance to be immortalized, but Nongshim are not a team to go quietly. They're not a team to shy away. They have pushed up with 4 players outside this A site. They're looking to fight.
We've seen them. It's been spotted the drone. We've already seen 2 players up close, but they find out there's much more than they bargained for. Under Fury kept reinforcements back, and Dambi found one. The plan is taken in on C, but just before the clock, not quite as favorable as it could be, but a reposition of the plan. Now they'll look to fight deep. Ivy more than ready. Around these walls, everything to create a song. The man who had to step up to the plate, we said, had to be the difference maker. Certainly stabilize that position. Instead it will be Nongshim.
Till my shadow turns to sun rays.
2-11, map 3, going the distance. And it's a team who's already hosted a trophy this year on an international stage, who's fighting for survival.
The man could genuinely have a highlight reel every single series he's played this tournament. He came down to the last map versus Vitality, and he became an immortal enemy, someone they will look to get revenge on for years to come. For 100 Thieves now, the pressure is on, they're doing it again. They're walking up the other side of the map, it's the same scenario with aggression. The point of call. The constant slap of the button, but it's fine against the opener this time. The training of time, he can only get one.
Nice.
We'll go outstanding for the first kill team.
Till my shadow turns to sun rays.
The 100 Thieves returned to try and take them to a grand final.
Through the wastelands, through the
He was on Sen City, but now he sits with the Thieves, looking to try and rob Nongshim and maybe us of an overtime. And Francis is waiting to see if his opponent looks to wrap around.
He's expecting the aggression. Of course, it's what Nongshim would do, but Bang playing this patiently. The smoke is faded now, the advantage in that fight's gone, but the timing couldn't be better.
Only thing I can see is my own silhouette. I'm getting stronger, step by step. Clock is ticking, but there's no time for me. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes
Since the beginning, they've been invested, they've been purchasing the young talent, they've been
listen, I need you to
It was a massive return,
and don't
but
show
not quite their day today.
any fear.
They made a deep run. They can be proud of that. They put out some big teams in a big way.
London to Taiwan.
But back with a bang, there's 100 Thieves, an unbelievable display from this squad here today. They counted themselves in when everybody counted them out. Congratulations, 100 Thieves. Let's hear from them alongside you and you teams.
Absolutely. Look, we started this year with a huge question. Who will be our grand finalist? We know that one of them will be a Thieves. And standing by with a Sata right now, that must feel like such a huge accomplishment. Feels like a long time coming and a real chance to make history.
Yeah, it feels amazing. I'm so happy to make my first top two grand finals appearance, especially in front of such an amazing crowd. And it feels great. And yeah, it's really a burden evening.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask you as well. For the first time in the grand finals at an international must feel amazing because when I started playing Valorant, since I started casting, you were part of 100 Thieves. So if you want to maybe just tell us about that journey and how much it means to you to be there.
Yeah, it's been a long 6 years, and I don't want to be captured without winning. So just gonna keep going and push it along.
And grand finals is great to be won, right? Exactly. Donc, première question, c'est sa première grande finale internationale. Il est trop content, évidemment, d'être là devant un public incroyable, même s'il y a beaucoup de gens qui viennent en Chine aussi. Ça fait 6 ans qu'il est là chez un petit, évidemment, une finale, ça se gagne. Donc, il espère, évidemment.
You mentioned it yourself, Ben. It feels like almost like a weight lifted. Talk to me why this is almost a bit of a redemption arc for yourself and the team.
I mean, I made EWC last year, and we bombed out instantly, and it was pretty heartbreaking. And the year before that, I got Shanghai and top 4. So it's just nice to, you know, get a higher placement than last year. And, you know, we're not going to end here. We're going to go all the way and win.
You know, Timotino said to the French fans, buy the 100 Thieves bundle. Do you have anything you want to say to the French crowd, maybe? Something different?
Thank you for all the support. It's amazing to hear the cheers, and it's a one-of-one crowd. I can't believe it.
Wow, thank you so much. And also on a personal level, thank you very much. Il vous applaudit, vous remercie, mesdames et messieurs. Merci à vous de faire du bruit pour eux. Également, il est ravi d'être là. And I think it's time for some key crushing.
Yeah, well, you mentioned a one-of-a-kind crowd, a one-of-a-kind experience as well here, Asuna. Crushing a key at the esports World Cup. I think, you know...
Yes, I'm nervous. I don't know what I need to do.
Well, the thing is, it's a punishing thing, isn't it? And it's what separates this tournament from everywhere else. Is that, yes, we celebrate our winners on the highest level, but of course we punish our losers like nowhere else. Just before you run it, hold on. Too eager. I just want to hear the fans. Do the fans want to see our next key crushed?
Yes, guys, I want to know if you want to say maybe anything to Asuna before he gets the key crush. Don't be shy. What do you want to tell him?
I think it's just too good. Just keep doing what you're doing. It's going to be great, I'm sure.
It's going to be great. Let's see how great all the key crush it gives in the end.
Okay, the time has come. This is it. Pacific's last hope gets crushed by the full force of our key crusher. I heard you give like an audible gasp there. What did you say as you crushed the key?
I said, oh my God, that made a big noise. I was not ready for that. It felt like I had the lives of a team right there. And it felt like, I don't know, pretty personal.
Come with me, let's go a little bit further because you mentioned how much you love being in front of this crowd support here. And there's a lot of them. I want you to talk about, let's just spin you around here. I want you to talk about what that crowd support, a lot of them were against you as well, but the noise, what did it feel like while you're in the server?
It feels amazing, and hearing, you know, the chants. I remember, like, in clutches, we still hear the crowd just quietly, and I can tell Vora, or Danby, and it's just amazing, and yeah, just one of one.
What do we think? Are we happy to see 100 Thieves in the grand final? NRG, BBL, who do you want?
NRG, I want my revenge.
Good stuff. Congratulations, man. See you in the final. Back to you guys.
Thank you very much.
much in as it is Asuna and the rest of 100 Thieves in a hard-fought battle all the way to the third map. They get the job done over Nongshim Red Force and book their ticket to the grand final of EWC 2026.
And what an exhilarating win, because this roster, it's their first time making it to a globals, let alone a global finals, man. What a placement for this team. I believed in them from the beginning of this tournament, and they've just come in, proved themselves over and over again, the creativity in the comps, but also the mindset to be able to come back from, what, 9-5 in that last map.
Yeah, I mean, it's incredible. It's a Cinderella story for these guys. I'm loving watching them play. My heart breaks for Nongshim. You know, I really saw it there. Just got getting crushed as well. It's them eliminated. Pacific's last hope out of the tournament here, falling to the might of North America.
Players, coaches, managers, all hugs around for the North American squad, who are starting to achieve that potential that they've built upon Asuna for so long. And as he said in his interview, he feels, but the job is not done yet. As we welcome you back to so proud of us.
Yeah, I think I know. Dude, tell me about it.
I mean,
Yo guys, what's up? Ki haal hai? Welcome to the stream, guys. How are you guys? हेलो ललित भाई, वेलकम टू स्ट्रीम। आ गया जिंदा हूँ मैं। अच्छा, कैसे क्यों जिंदा है? हेलो लूसी भाई, हेलो हेलो हेलो, वेलकम टू स्ट्रीम। चलो यहाँ बढ़ते हैं आगे। मेन स्क्रीन की तरफ आगे बढ़ते हैं भाई। 100 थीव्स तो जीत गई यार। 100 थीव्स तो जीत गई। क्या होगा अब? मुझे लगा नस जीतेगी भाई, ऑलमोस्ट जीत गई थी बट किस्मत ही नहीं थी उनकी। कोई ना, अगली बार जीत जाएंगे। तो चलिए, मेक श्योर कि लाइक से सब्सक्राइब कर दिया होगा, नहीं किया तो कर देना गाइस। लेट्स गो लेट्स गो लेट्स मूव टू दी नेक्स्ट स्क्रीन। अरे दिस वन डिस्प्ले कैप्चर ऑफ। अच्छा ओके ठीक है। इसमें
Here we go.
কেন বক্স যখন তখন এসে খেলাম? माइक ऑन कर ले भाई, माइक ऑन ही है भाई। What's going on? कुछ नहीं। Well, grab going. डाल दूंगा। ये छतर তাহলে চুপচাপ ওখানে দেখবি নি, মুখে মেরে দেবো বলে দিচ্ছি। मेक अ लूप? किस चीज का? किस चीज का लूप बनाऊं? ओके गाइस, जो भी स्ट्रीम देख रहे हो स्ट्रीम मेक श्योर कि लाइक से सब्सक्राइब कर दिया होगा, नहीं किया तो कर देना। लेट्स गो लेट्स गो। आज हो जाए 520 सब्स हो जाए। लेट्स गो। 13 सब्स, ओनली 13 सब्स नीडेड। ओके, ओपन योर ओन स्ट्रीम लॉल। ऐसा कुछ ना, आई कांट। मेरे अकाउंट से मैं अपना स्ट्रीम नहीं देख सकता, इससे कुछ होता है।
past the Versailles onto Montmartre and here. It's supposed to be right here. Did they feed me the wrong information? There's no way I'm letting them keep me out.
गाइस आज कौन जीतने वाला है बताओ BBL या NRG कौन बताओ जल्दी बताओ
Tonight's the night of the esports World Cup opening ceremony and I still haven't gotten my invitation yet. Something about
ललित भाई आज भी ना लग जाए तेरे क्या लिख रहा है रे तुझे भाई ज़्यादा लिखता है ज़्यादा बोलेगा
pan down. Okay. Pan down. What color is this carpet? I can't let you borrow this because I have a black shirt underneath.
I think we'll both get in trouble if that happens.
Yeah. I am the red carpet. I am the red carpet. Does France even have good karaoke?
भाई तू कल वो हार ठीक है
Oh, Champs-Elysees. Did you just get in or have you been here for a bit?
I just flew into
जो
and then it was straight to
जो भी है
gala dinner
ललित
and
भाई
back
की
again.
The gala dinner, what did you eat?
I don't know.
प्लीज प्रकट हो जाना
It was very
जरा
French, but it was nice.
ये कुछ देख रहा है ये इन दोनों की डांस देख रहा था
Crazy and rabid. How did
अबे
you
बैठ के
train
वही
them to be like that?
What are you eating
Try to be like me when I'm casting a game.
क्या बोलते हैं
I've
इसे
seen them go after some LCS casters too.
Yeah. We hate you guys now.
इसमें बहुत कुछ है
I love your hair.
Thank you so much. I appreciate
आधी चीजों का नाम नहीं
Full
पता
spin,
ठीक है
full fit check. Ooh.
सो मैं बता नहीं सकता उसको क्या बोलते हैं
Okay, wait. Hold on, back up.
इसमें नींबू है
How do you even get a vegan buffalo?
तीन तरीके
What is
के
vegan buffalo?
बादाम है
vegetarian. I'm really
फिर
for animals.
Of course.
And when
प्याज
I
है
saw that they have
टमाटो
done
है
a buffalo vegan, I was like, I'm gonna have 10 of this.
I'm hearing a rumor
carrot
that
है
you two are basically on standby in case any of the players on any of these teams get tired. Is that true?
Yeah. Chunks for FIFA and me for any team shooter. Like, I think we're getting called now.
You're getting called onto stage right now. Quick, what game?
Valorant.
Valorant.
Oh yeah, I thought you were doing FIFA.
No, I'm doing Valorant. You're doing FIFA.
Oh, we're switching.
नहीं
roles.
होगी आज हेल्थ खराब है
That's how good we are.
क्या पता फिर भी प्रकट हो जाए
Have you been to Paris before?
Yeah, I've been here for champs, so it's my second time, and I also understand French, and I have French family, so it's nice to be here.
J'aime le croissant.
Ouais, je l'aime beaucoup.
J'aime beaucoup. Okay, you've been practicing. You're practicing, or you've been watching a lot of Emily in Paris.
I've been practicing and watching.
Sounds like the show is just getting started, so let's get. Let me in. Let me in.
Can you do a इससे अच्छा नहीं होता है मेरा मैं रोनाल्डो नहीं हूँ जो मैं उतना अच्छा करूँ तो प्लीज़ नेवर माइंड लूसी भाई वीसीआर तू करेगा आज सू आजा
Sage.
drop me skin. Give skin. One round, skin. Sage, drop me skin. Give skin. Sage, drop skin. Sage, what you're doing? Give skin.
One enemy remaining.
Oh well.
डू इट लाउडर. इससे ज़्यादा गले में मेरा जोर नहीं है. मेरा चिल्लाने जितना उतना जोर नहीं है. मेरा गला ख़राब हो चुका है ऑलरेडी.
There is BBL working their way on into the stadium, ignoring all the noise that they've created themselves as the villains. They hushed off the Paris audience and the Paris crowd, but they don't care because they're winning one win away from the grand finals. And on the opposite side, sun's out, guns out for Ethan as NRG trying to make it back to a grand finals.
Yeah, I mean, look, I think both these teams coming into today feeling very good. BBL, young kids with that momentum, feeling great here at the Esports World Cup. NRG, they have that experience, they have that class, they've lifted that trophy. Over there are champs. It's a clash of styles for our second match.
We were speaking about redemption at the beginning of the year. It could be the case for both of these teams, more especially so for NRG, but for BBL, they have so much to prove. I think they are the youngest, and therefore they are the hungriest ones. We've seen people that have been here for a very, very long time. This is something that they dreamed of. To me, it's crazy to hear players say something like, oh, I've been playing since I was 14, and now I managed to be here on stage and surpass these limits.
Yeah, again, right, just for NRG, that redemption story, right? Getting back to that world
ये
championship.
कल नहीं दिखा था. ये आज आ गया फिर
I
से.
think a lot of it has been they're so young, they just don't know what to be afraid of, and they play exactly like that.
You would think that when we first got them in EMEA, we got to see them in Ascension. We had heard also, because this Turkish teams playing online, you might think this or that, but then when it came to the LAN environment, they were just the same demons. And then coming into this tournament as well, it has not been an easy road. They have very tough opponents. Even to make it here, they had to defeat the current title defenders in Team Heretics. So it's good to see that they are arriving here at this form. We know, and we've been saying, that LaRock is one of the superstars of this tournament, and we are obviously waiting to see his performance today.
Yeah, I can't wait to see what he has in store for us, but I think this is a stacked squad, top to bottom. I feel like all of them have that potential to just take over the game. This pistol round from Loiter, absolutely crazy. This is one of the weirdest rounds I've ever seen live with my own eyes, but I love to see it.
Funny enough, Loiter is one of the players that during the off-season had some of the craziest, and I mean craziest, offers from other teams. So many teams in EMEA and outside of EMEA had seen him play, had heard this kind of attitude, and was like, hey, we're not going to find a player like him anywhere else. And they decided to stick together, because I say this about Loiter, but it could be about many other players.
Absolutely.
Especially him. I feel like he is one of the unsung heroes, because it's very difficult to be in a team where there's so many superstars. As we're saying, there will be matches where we get LaRock carrying around, and then we'll see rounds like this ones that could have not been won by any other than Loiter.
Yeah, well, standing by right now is LaRock for his thoughts before this matchup.
What's up, everybody? It's Puggin alongside LaRock from BBL, and this 18-year-old has become a villain in France. But I've become a super fan. LaRock, you get a chance to play NRG, a rematch from Santiago. What are your thoughts this time around?
I've had a long time to play the revenge match versus NRG. On our first international match on the versus NRG, and they are gonna beat us. It's a close match, but they got win. Today, I want to be revenge versus NRG.
I think you're looking good. Now, you told me you're not even at your peak right now. So 0 to 10, where's LaRock's game right now?
I will give 8 for me.
He's at an 8 right now. Wait for him to reach level 10. When they do it, he'll be raising a trophy. Best of luck.
Thank you.
Again, that young stud in LaRock, who is the second youngest player here, has been absolutely on fire and indeed an MVP candidate that could be winning that MVP award here, Kakuka.
Oh, and I would love to see that. I mean, if it has to be someone
from EMEA. I'll be very happy that is LaRock, because he is actually giving us everything. He's willing to play the game. He's willing to shoot. He's willing to talk the big talk. He's not afraid of anyone. None of these players have ever been. We keep saying about how young they are, but they really
भाई आज पता नहीं कौन जीतने वाला है, but NRG भी खतरनाक टीम है, तो no idea.
Of the year in Chile, and it's so weird because at the end of the day, this is the second time ever that this kid's going to a global event.
Yeah, it's strange they have to run into NRG twice there. It's all about revenge, and not to even think about the fact if they win this, they get to have a chance for revenge against 100 Thieves. They're looking to run this whole tournament back
and the
right
grand final.
Exactly.
Take a look at NRG, their opponents who need to step on up here. Were able to do so in their last one against Gentlemates in the face of all the crowd audience, but also willing to play the villain. Mata stepping up, hushing the crowd.
एक सेकंड, ये कब आ गया NRG पे?
I feel like the fact
पहले भी था
that they were able to get that win against Gentlemates in an arena that is so abominably against them, I think it really speaks to class, character, and the composure that these players were able to have.
I honestly was very unimpressed with this. I think that NRG could have played way better. I think that they deserve to win, and they made a lot of mistakes. And I kind of feel that they should have left this match feeling the same way, because the energy that I expected to see in that match was the energy that we only got to see in the final map, with a Mata that is feeling comfortable, that is not being brought down by the crowd. This is the same situation that they had in Paris at the Champs final. Everybody was supporting Fnatic. Can you actually blame them for that to be the situation? But then at the end of the day, they managed to make it here. I hope that they have overcome all these things coming into their heads. It is not the first time that they play against these youngsters. Players that were amazing in that best of three. Scuba. Absolutely pivotal in that first encounter. And also Kiko, he knows about the region. He's not going to be scared. He's not going to be scared when there's a Turkish kid just coming running at you.
Yeah, very much. I think for me, the fact that they were able to get that win, even when they weren't at 100%, I agree. I don't think they played their best Valorant, but the fact that they got the job done in a hostile environment, to me, means they're going to feel like nothing can stop them now in this tournament. They're going to feel like they've jumped through every hurdle they have to know that they're good enough to lift that trophy here at EWC.
All right, let's take a look at the skirmish results here from these squads to see who gets the side, and it's won by NRG, and they will choose Team A, so they're picking first.
This is a Mitch versus LaRock.
Sending Mitch.
To be fair, Bonker was very adamant that he wanted someone with a lot of game knowledge and experience, because he didn't want Strong for that reason. He wanted Mitch for the skirmishes.
I mean, look.
Bro, he won against LaRock.
Yeah.
I'm saying, sub him in. Sub him in.
Well, with that, let's take a look at the map veto. Let's send it on over to Comp Ops.
Team B?
Team A.
Team A. You can start.
We'll ban split.
Split.
We ban fracture.
Ban fracture.
We'll pick Haven.
NRG pick Haven.
Defense on Haven.
Okay, defense pick.
What we left?
Castle, Breeze, Lotus, or Sunset.
So I will pick, right?
Yeah,
no.
you pick.
Okay. We pick Breeze.
Okay, BBL pick Breeze.
We'll take attack.
Okay, Energy start attack.
And what maps are left?
Yeah, Ascent, Lotus, Sunset.
We'll ban Sunset.
Okay, ban Sunset.
Ascent or Lotus. To ban.
Yes.
Adam firma.
Okay, decider is Lotus.
Okay, decider Lotus, so ban Ascent.
We'll take defense.
Defense start. Perfect, thank you guys. Just double check as always. And that's it.
This side.
Thank you guys.
Have fun.
Crazy little wrinkle there at the end. BBL with the opportunity to put NRG on Ascent. They are 1-4 this year on Ascent. They are 12-2 on Lotus, and it ends up on Lotus. I feel like NRG lucks out on that one.
We have to get there. My question is Bunker in the building? Is Mitch going to do everything for this team? Are we also going to have him play on stage? Like, seriously, I love the fact that they decide to ban the split and go into Haven, because although it's not somewhere where NRG has been incredibly comfortable, if there is a map where BBL has still not figured out themselves, that's where you want to go.
Big time. We'll get your thoughts on Vito in just a second, because the teams are ready as we send it on over to the stage for the introductions of our second semifinal.
Hyper.
For the first time, I've really seen the positives of our team, and it's kind of starting to come together, which is a very good sign.
Hyper.
I think our hardest opponent is BBL. I think BBL, I had them going to the final after, like, that was my prediction personally. I think they're probably the best team here. It's gonna be fun to play against them.
We can lose, but we'll just talk to each other. Like, guys, stand up, be more confident. We just talking each other to don't lose again. NRG, we want to take revenge. Santiago revenge. They're looking good right now, but I think we can beat them. It will be so amazing.
Just gotta be in form that day, play as a team, and we should be perfectly fine. I want to play BBL. I just enjoy playing against better teams. It makes you a better player. It's a pseudo grand final in the semi-final, so we'll see.
BBL is probably going to be the hardest team we played here, and they're good. I think they're all looking sharp individually. They have a lot of loud players on their team. I commend them for that. They have a very different playstyle, and it's going to be a tough game.
Since the beginning of the tournament, Larok has been insane, obviously, the best player in the world at the moment. They are very strong, but their performance is a bit shaky. Obviously, they are a champs winner team, never underestimating anyone. We just want to take our revenge, nothing personal, guys.
लूसी भाई वीसी आजा लूसी भाई वीसी आजा वीसी आके सू कर सू
Bonjour Paris, ça va toujours?
Ça va.
Is that good?
Once again, that was great.
Okay.
But once again, it's us. It's just us.
Yeah, no one cares about us. What everybody cares about right now is the incredible Valorant that we are seeing on display here at the Esports World Cup, the STC Arena. We've already had one semi-final. We've got one more to come.
Yeah, indeed, and we're all waiting also to see who is gonna take that place next to 100 Thieves. Of course, we have 2 teams left that are gonna fight for this big boy, you know?
It's a beautiful trophy.
It is.
But of course, we got to talk about the money as well. How do I say the money in French?
Oh, you have plenty of those. You can say la moula, l'état, l'oseille.
I'm good. I like la moula.
और क्या है भाई?
$2 million prize pool, and of course, they want those club championship points.
Yes, exactly. And I think it's time to welcome our teams, starting with the first, the princes of Turkey, les rois du trash talk. Mesdames, messieurs, c'est BBL.
They arrived in the playoffs as the underdog. They knocked out the defending champions. They put Turkey into the semi-finals, and now we're chasing something even bigger.
I think I've rarely heard a team being this booed when vous les sifflez, mais est-ce qu'ils peuvent aller chercher le trophée? C'est ça la question.
And their opponents, NRG!
NRG का vibe ही अलग है भाई.
Vous vous en rappelez? Ils ont déjà été couronnés à Paris. Peuvent-ils aller chercher un nouveau titre?
100 Thieves तो NRG को ही चाहती है जीतने के लिए. ये दोनों finals खेलना चाहती है. Let's see क्या होता है.
Pressure maps deciders, a hostile hostile crowd, a bracket full of chaos, and through it all, they stayed calm, they stayed dangerous, and stayed alive. For both of these teams, the grand final spot is one step away.
100 Thieves are waiting for their opponents.
Fête du bruit!
Thank you to our fantastic stage hosts that get all the moolah in Ian and Lou, as yet again the crowd lets us know how they feel in both these squads in their quarterfinal matches. Played the villain, and Paris did not forget.
We have a crowd full of hate watchers. This is crazy. It was literally who can boo louder for this one. What do you think won, Morgan?
I mean, I think BBL had slightly more hate, but nobody escaped the clutches of this recent crowd. Yeah, normally it's, you see signs like, I want both teams to have fun. Here it's, I want both teams to lose horribly. Exactly.
So, it goes back to what Timatino said. He thinks this is about to be an ugly game.
Hey, you want to beat the villain, you got to accept the consequences that come with it, but it doesn't matter. You don't have to play against the crowd here. You're playing against your opponents in the server for that grand final spot. BBL
let's see.
Looking for revenge, looking to make it to the grand final to represent EMEA once again.
Trying to make amends for everything that happened in the first global of the year. We see their faces now as they're about to take their seats. We also saw the map veto, knowing that Haven will be the first map. I gotta say, last Haven that we had in the last best of 3, that was an entertaining one. And me as a Haven hater, actually changed my position on it, and I want to see what NRG has prepared for this one. As I was saying, you want to take BBL somewhere where they're not comfortable and they still haven't figured it out, because this was their Achilles heel for the entirety of stage 1, not knowing exactly what pigs are better, especially on this map.
Yeah, I mean, NRG love the chamber here as well. It's an extra wrinkle that BBL might not have a ton of reps against. For me, when I take a look at this map veto, Haven, Breeze, Lotus, they're the big maps. They're the wide open maps. They are the aim maps here. This is exactly what you want if you're a young Turkish squad that feel like they outshoot everybody else that's ever existed.
Especially given the fact that a lot of the focus on this NRG roster is the fact that Ethan has been playing on the duelist and he had some duds, but in that crucial map number 3, he came alive, shut up the haters, and earned their spot here. On the opposite side with Rose, he's been playing a lot on the Omen. He's been IGLing. He's talked about the trust that the team has put in him, especially when things were going wrong, but he's led them right more times than not.
Yeah, I mean, I think for Ethan, you got to say Unk has still got it at this point. 2 champs trophies, and he's not stopping here. He doesn't have a win at EWC. He doesn't have that title, and you just know he wants one more trophy in that collection.
He wants all the better ones. He only collects the better ones, only shiny on his team. But yeah, it's not only about the neon. I love that we bring that up, because that has to be one of the pain points for BBL here, as it's Lover's Rock still, to this point, the biggest question mark, and probably one of the reasons why they want to go on to Haven. He's been struggling like crazy on this one. This, I mean, for the entirety of the stage, here also in EWC, we do not expect the changes, I would say, in the compositions, right?
Yeah, we have the compositions coming in now for NRG. They love this chamber. You have to keep an eye out for Keiko. He's electric on this agent, and he's just going to look to lock it down on that defender side. Ethan is hovering that neon that we were just speaking about, and to be honest, I was very impressed this time.
Let's see.
Very, very well. He's an experienced player that has really dipped his toe into everything. So if he starts to heat up on this
Cypher chamber change baki.
Yeah, and for the side of BBL, we see no surprises. Do we expect the same kind of aggression that has been so important for them, especially now that they're starting on the defense? When they were going up against Team Heretics, as we're saying, this is a team that is not scared. The crowd not going with them, being against a titan such as Team Heretics was never a problem to me still. Lover's Rock, what are we going to get from you today? And how is NRG going to take advantage of whatever phase you show up?
It's been a day full of redemption. 100 Thieves one step away from achieving the potential that they have lost. For NRG and BBL, it's trying to take the first step ever into the grand finals of EWC. 100 Thieves were able to do it by knocking out the final squad from Pacific. But on the call is Pacific's best. It's Paper Thin and Achilleos.
Thank you very much, Degon. Another semi-final, another slot available for that grand finals tomorrow. BBL looking to take down NRG. You heard it in the interview, wanting revenge for being sent to that lower bracket back at Masters Santiago.
And I think there's a lot to consider here today with the difference in the form with these two teams. You know, NRG's been a little more shaky since Santiago, whereas BBL has been on the upswing. They've been getting better and better. LaRock has turned into the best player at this event. Some saying right now maybe the best player in the world. And with the stats he's putting up, I kind of am starting to believe. I mean, he's not just leading in like every metric you would want as a duelist. He's also leading this event in clutch percentage on top of it. Like, just disgusting stuff he's doing.
Been instrumental in getting BBL as far as they have gone. Chance to make their way into this grand final. Desk mentioning it, bit of a hate watch here in the crowd. Both teams taking down some of the tournament favorites and Heretics as well as Gentle Maids. Both willing to play the villain. Now, squaring off against one another. Rose able to strike first. Off to the races, is able to find
what the fuck?
One reply from Brock.
Rose ने क्या मार दिया?
Sit here, but Scuba quick turn back over to Sewer's side, takes down the enemy Phoenix. Gets us back in a much more winnable position, and that paranoia ends up getting used quite early.
Yeah, it was a really nice TP there by Scuba.
Nice
Brock
one.
gonna win the fight on the backside. Creven down. It's a 2v2.
How have we got?
निकल लो लड़ो निकल लो.
Still going to be contained left side. Not quite one tap though. Could survive a chest shot with 1 HP. That might just be enough of a window, given how clean that shot was onto LaRock. Double face now. Loita to try to back away, eats a little bit of damage. Here's Rock, not quite giving a peek here. He's going to try to scale off this though as the smoke does end up blooming. A reroute attempt for NRG. Trying to shift their way out of A. Being matched at the moment by Loita.
Lovers Rock at least making him think twice about it. It's going to be tough to consider here. They're going to be ready for Loita. He's tucked in right around the corner.
This classic could absolutely have them undone, but it's not able to find the kill quite just yet. Taking down to 18 HP, Brock at 9.
10 seconds left.
3 bullets remaining, 1 right click available. Saw the gun barrel there for a brief little moment. This plant happened to be stuck. And there it is. That could just be the round over, and it will be. Lovers Rock in position.
What the fuck? ये पहले round से ऐसे चालू हो गए ये लोग.
The crowd doesn't know how to react to these moments.
I think I'm happy.
Did we win? Are we winning? Not sure. Absolutely love it. I mean, I love the arc for both of these teams coming into this. You know, NRG with a lot to prove this year. Last year's champions have been doing very well, all things considered. You know, in Valorant, it's been kind of that curse when you go to champions and then, you know, the next year maybe things don't go so well. But this year, I think NRG has a lot to be proud of.
भाई ये लोग तो पहले ऐसे sit down बोल रहे हैं, रुक जाओ देखते हैं भाई. इनके देखते हैं क्या होता है.
So well, they absolutely embrace that energy. They love to be booed. And I think the crowd would do well to maybe cheer them on. Maybe that's the way you get to them.
Yeah.
Go, go, go.
Hitting him with that positivity. Really piss him off. Ethan with a check forward in the garage is going to be tagged by that drone, but it's just full classics here. Never out of the equation. You always have to give it that consideration, especially when you do have Kiko on this chamber. The headhunter can find that impact. So far, no real push forwards. Going to be shock dart to the corner. Quite a bit of damage going to be suffered by Kiko, down to 61. But Ethan trying to open up a little bit of space here. And Kiko now backfilling that space, able to find that first elimination. Relay bolt to contain these two players. Meanwhile, the backstab getting ready to strike. Mata does end up getting found, though. The turn back from Lovers Rock off camera, but still brilliant. And in the end, they will be able to spare their blushes and stop the Thrifty from coming through.
Yeah, you should be able to keep both those Guardians, I believe, and the Bulldog as well. So that's perfectly fine. Damage done by NRG, like the strategy here, like the way
Let's go BBL one card दो NRG.
uses that relay bolt,
No
try to buy
way.
some time, but this guy right here
ये कुछ भी मार दिया भाई.
on a tear. Feels like everything everything he shoots is gonna hit. And that right there was just a little microcosm of how good he can be. So yeah, it's 3 Guardians. What you're gonna be able to bring into this one, along with that Bulldog. So a little bit of a buy up, and oh boy, already down and out as Lovers Rock.
That quick little shutdown there. Running back, even going to be committed into this one.
Oh.
And Krevin, okay, peeling back those 2 kills suddenly gives them a window of opportunity to spare themselves what could be a very costly round. Rock still alive, still a chance to even farm up a couple more orbs here if he can get some eliminations.
Pretty okay for BBL in a way because you have the Cypher still alive, so some of that util there to at least keep NRG honest. They love to take these pauses mid-round. Oh my God, Krevin.
Gorgeous shot, a 3rd one in the round. And now back into an advantageous position. Our BBLs, they look to convert this bonus. The re-wrap, the tuck away over towards mid here for Rose could absolutely be their undoing. Do they just silently walk past him over towards C? Seems like that's going to be the case, but they'll still have a very good angle to get on the flank.
Wisely, they've cut sound. They haven't made any noise, so Rose can't call in the reinforcements early. He's gonna have to wait. That's gonna be it right there. Just heard the gunshots. So now rotates come through. It's gonna be coming at you from a lot of different angles, and this one might be the least expected.
Enemy remaining.
There it is.
Spike down.
And now Scuba completely surrounded. Spike still on the floor. Time bleeding away. Collects it, goes for the corner plant.
10 seconds left. Spike planted.
The Rock on the arrival. Doom in the rear, and then Krevin is there for the alley-oop. Clean headshots the whole way through from the Cypher. A 4K. Does BBL convert the bonus?
They're looking really, really good. Even with this huge start that NRG had, and you use the run it back, you think, oh boy, we might have beefed that, but Krevin gets a 4K, and that's got the NRG coaching staff flustered. Not happy about that as Bunkar. I don't blame him. Giving up a bonus against the defenders on Haven is brutal. That is not a good way to start a map, especially your map pick.
No, absolutely not. Now, consideration for the operator. We'll just go for the outlaw.
Oh.
That faster, punchier punish that can come through, given that everyone other than Kiko is going to be having half armors.
Went back to the op.
Oh, okay. I glanced away for a second.
Yeah, he was...
I mean, it one-shots him regardless.
That's true.
So may as well go all in for it. As long as you don't get thrifty, you'll keep it.
Yeah. I think here now, Krevin sensing some of that early pressure for the first time. Doesn't have any trips here to help him. Has to dodge that shock. Really can't. Takes quite a bit of damage. Just has to evacuate site. I mean, nothing he can do there.
The space has to be given up, and it's just way safer to try to play this out in a 5v5 retake. Kiko is a world away, and that's why they're going to be TPing this over. So a little bit of Mirage on that C site here. Still able to find quite a bit of blood, but Spike is now planted. They have to counter pivot back across. Ethan watching for this, intercepts Rose, and suddenly Lovers Rock, he still has that operator in hand, does not have an overdrive, and Kiko's watching this entry into the A site.
Teleport's ready.
He's gonna try peeking for it, but it's a one-tap. That's an op recovered, and Scuba's there in heaven. And perhaps a cast a curse for BBL and maybe a blessing for NRG. They will get that thrifty to find their first round win.
Yeah, this one just really well thought out by NRG. You got to give them a ton of credit with the way that they drew up this round and executed it. They caused so much attention over at C. And meanwhile, they can scale a little bit on the other side of the map and then just fan out. There's so much you have to clear as BBL in this scenario, especially because you hemorrhage so many players. You don't really have that opportunity to go for trades. You're just gonna have to guess correctly. And even if you do, like we saw with Lovers Rock, it doesn't really matter.
Go, go, go.
NRG players, very, very good.
Oh, and LaRock looking for the timing with the counter. Blind is out. Mata gonna be snapped back. Molly able to shut down that, but LaRock rescales, he refights. He comes away with 2.
I know exactly.
Does not want any momentum getting built up for NRG.
As all of them ping reveal, tripwire, finding the connection. Will eventually get cleared, but the camera had never gotten taken down, and that is going to be a flawless in response to the thrifty. Brilliant aggression from BBL.
They had a great read here, doing their homework on where Mata was going to want to try to create some space with his ultimate, and they shut that down right away, and then they had another layer built into it. Rock there, so confident in those fights. And they threw the paranoia, they threw some flashes out right there, and then he reflashes, uses Ethan's fast lane against him a little bit there, because he gets Ethan, and then he's got the cover, so there can't be that quick trade from NRG. Very nicely done. And BBL, I mean, they want to scrap. They want to take fights. That's when they're at their best. And look at this huge dust up brewing outside of C. Waiting for some contact here.
And what a read this is looking to be.
Just who's going to be more patient.
You toss that op over, trying to get this one scaled forward. Curveball going to be coming in, but LaRock, the one ending up getting blinded the most, as Ethan will be able to find that kill onto the enemy Phoenix. Hunter's Fury is going to be exchanged on both sides. Lloyd trying to dance around it, but he goes right into Rose's. Gets taken down, and then Rose dead on the back end. They had it all set up. It was elaborate. It was well read. But the trap ends up backfiring.
Yeah, that one's tough. Catching so much of the flash there was LaRock. He just could not respond. He's trying to scramble to safety, and then things just go absolutely haywire.
Setting up an elaborate house of cards only for it to fall apart right when you're putting that final piece at the top. Revealed, nowhere to go, no way to escape. Lover's Rock dead. Up again on the floor, and Ethan is crispy. He's feeling disgusted about that one too.
I mean, Ethan can still shoot. Don't count him out. I know he's had some shaky moments on the neon here at EWC, but he still's got it.
I mean, it was pretty much like when he first debuted it. I'm sure there's plenty of people that are tuning in for the first time wondering why the hell he's playing. He's been doing it.
Yes.
And it's just gotten better with every iteration.
Yeah, there's no doubt that Ethan can kind of do whatever you throw him into. He's just that good. You know, as the IGL, it can be tricky, but
oh yeah,
you know, just watch from the def cams, I guess.
Excellent in pretty much every regard.
Deliver the knockout blow right as the round begins, but you got to maybe tighten up some of the execution, or maybe the coaching staff wants to see a little bit of more patience being shown. I think these traps are nice, but I think setting them up in a little bit of a different fashion, but it's pretty much a default now. Will be Rose sending out a drone early to clear some A main space. Does see Kiko. So operator at least cleared off that angle for Lover's Rock to take a more aggressive position. It makes it a lot more difficult for NRG to clear it, so they have to use the drone. Lover's Rock will be able to hide from that and then re-peek this. Flash does fully connect, so sends out a warning shot.
Spike
NRG fine with that. That's gonna give them the confidence to try something a little different.
Making plenty of noise through this cage here. Now there's the slide in. Jump forward, but Krevin still able to collect both kills. Duelists down. Rose catching Scuba out in the middle. Loita casually just walking back onto the C site. Brock none the wiser. Now Kiko has got the money for another one of death, would still give him that tour de force. So either way, he's going to be set for having an operator in hand. There's nothing more to be done here. The timeout call
30
doing wonders
left.
for BBL.
A great play from Krevin. See if he's going to finish it. Another big multi-kill round. Already seen a 4K from him. Go is going to get one. They pulled out.
be a hellish shot to hit. But here comes the flank. And Krevin will be able to find another 3K for the Cypher. NRG not yet able to try to catch up. BBL holding them back and accruing more and more rounds on this defender side.
Well, this is beautiful stuff from Krevin, first of all, to get those 2 kills. But then we don't see it in the highlight. He immediately toggles to the cam, catches the other 2 players of NRG that are creeping up Long Sea Hall. And that gives Loita the ability to step in there and catch NRG off guard with the quick rotation, because he's so, able to get into that camera quickly. I mean, it's just so good. Like, the timing there, just amazing. Phenomenal stuff from Krevin.
Nothing off the shock darts here. Then a very quick pause.
Right here.
Slowing things down, trying to see if they can get a rise out of BBL. BBL not looking to give them a freebie. Just gonna start cheating back, giving up a little bit more space. Relying on Lover's Rock with that operator holding it main to try to find an opening pick and shut down the aggression. They will be able to do so. Mata just not gonna be fast enough on the draw to confirm that kill. Takes him low, but can't take him down. Slide in, Larocque now gets rid of Ethan. Continue to push forward, looking for more info with that run it back.
What an adjustment there from Lover's Rock. They tried to bait and switch him. Oh, that smoke.
Oh my bad, mic off करके बोल रहा हूँ.
Spot out before that smoke bloomed. Now realizing that this is going to get pushed on a C, Kiko trying to intercept, will be able to do so. Loita going to be taken down by LaRock.
Cypher है क्या?
He will be able to have the punish. Now they're going to be rerouted again.
वही सोच ये वो कौन किया मेरे पे ये.
Forced out onto the side. Brock with the Odin in hand, still able to take that fight. Goes on the floor, a 2v3.
Oh, I'm आगू को तेज.
Removed. Scuba.
चलो on stream बोल चिक्या लग चुका.
Is getting away from BBL.
अबे भाई.
Rock gonna try to clutch this. Gets himself a third. Scuba. 71 health. Phantom in hand, but no further util, no smokes, no paranoia. The tap. Considering that peak. Scuba should be favored of the timing, and he is. Clutch not to be found. NRG rally back into the round in a big way. Collecting themselves a third.
Yeah, they're just winning some big fights. I mean, out in the open here. Yeah, Scuba and Brock. What a combo there. Brock with the Odin as usual. He's so fast with it. I feel like you've got the advantage. You've got the drop on him when you're swinging, but that is rarely the case. He's already ADS'd in before you even realize that he's aware of where you're coming from. Now it's going to be down to an eco here for BBL for the first time. And NRG pretty flush with cash, and Eco going to go for that outlaw. Does have that tour de force still sitting available. Ethan's going to have the overdrive, but so does Lover's Rock. So kind of a key ultimate to keep track of in this round. Generally, you're going to want to try to invest that overdrive and get value out of it. I don't know if he's going to go for it up this ramp here. I mean, Rose is there, watching from long A. Is this going to be some kind of trap play?
Going for the spot. Lover's Rock, though, can't pull the trigger on this yet. That Owen spam's coming out, and Rose, I don't think he was quite ready for those players to be scaled forward. Just didn't maybe see enough either way. He does get spammed down. Well slated to take this round, deny a thrifty away our NRG.
Yeah, I mean, they're so good at the push and pull on this map. It's crazy.
BBL going to try to get that gamble stack going on A, but they're going to be receiving the bad news here pretty damn soon. Slow scale up from NRG will buy them a little bit of time to maybe suss things out and start getting on those rotations. There is the exec. They're going to have to try to make a go of this with an overdrive and 4 sheriffs in hand.
It's maybe doable, but it should be pretty unlikely given the weapons that NRG is going to have. In particular, that Odin. Very, very annoying. Whoa, and Lover's Rock just got tagged up big time.
Yeah, and that's you not being able to use the overdrive now. No way to try to commit this one in. And we'll just be a bit of a fire.
Nice.
The With NRG
Double
now
round.
knocking on BBL's doors. They look to tie this up 5-5.
Let's see. I mean, they're being a little bit more cautious on the map, our BBL, and that's something that NRG is so good at. Is they're so adaptive, and you always have to look to Ethan in the way that he kind of round around gets the tendencies of his opponents so quickly and starts using it against them.
Into the unknown.
Still not the best half here for NRG, no matter how this shakes out.
You want to play? Let's.
Oh my God.
Hyper ভাই তো কি বলেছিলাম মনে আছে তোকে কি বলেছিলাম মনে আছে ওটা কোন না
All the walls are made of paper mache.
They are.
আজকে ভিনাসটা আসতে পারবে না যতটা জানি ভিনাসটা হচ্ছে ইয়েতে Oh my god, oh my god. Hell no, ভাই.
Ping reveal out off the neural depth. Kiko having to back away. Both players down. 60 some odd health.
ওখানে দেখ কেকো দেখ না রে ওখানে আছে আমার লেফটে তোর আরে খেলা চোদা দেখ না
Comes down to the timing. Kiko being very diligent of this though.
भाई देख लिया तेरे लेफ्ट हां उधर देख वहीं पे मिलेगा भाई
Oh, he does, and Krevin dialed in on the angle. Immediately takes him down, and Ethan not.
क्या खेल रहा है ये
Looked on the counter swing, denies him, and he sprint to A. BBL, they maintain the lead 6-4.
Yeah, for what it's worth, NRG has done a good job of shutting Lover's rocks.
अपना अलग ही दिमाग चला रहा है
Outside of that, they're getting outdone in some of the rifling stuff. I mean, right here as well, you get it down to a 3v4. Rock on site, Krevin as well, doing good work, even though there's a bit of a bailout there for his IGL from Kiko.
No way. Oh.
Krevin, woof. He has
Short
been
अच्छा था वो
super sharp on the cypher.
Oh, blind there, but I mean Ethan just quite ready. Lover's rock able
yeah,
to
ठीक है nice.
A lot faster now.
मरियो मत ना भाई ये दो को लेगा
Comes away with 2 kills. That's catastrophic. There's now a 2v3. They want that lead guaranteed at the half. They might just have secured it here.
2v3
Yeah, I am such a fan of this team. I love the way they play. It's just wheels off.
आज लगने वाले हैं नार्टी के लग ही रहा है
Welcome with open arms the way you guys operate. That is such an aggressive play from Loita.
I'd be sick. Swing out a little bit of a double take here, but we'll be able to find one apiece.
BBL कुछ अलग ही मार रही है आज
7-4. Sometimes the riskiest play, potentially the dumbest play, is the best play in the moment. As you just catch everybody off guard.
Dude, it's just so fun. This is so good. They have no idea. Oh, and he just right on top of Brock. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. This is so well coordinated. I mean, that's what makes this team so exciting right now is, yes, they have the firepower. The Turkish aim, you could talk about that all day, but to me, what makes them better is their coordination with the util. Getting a deep cam set up early. Oh, Lover's rock.
Mata trying to find this elimination, but it's going to be Rose tagging in, breaking the 1v1 as Ethan is trying to grab the spot.
Nah.
And Lloyd is already there.
ये आज हग्गू कर रही है भाई
They must have amnesia. They must have forgotten how this team likes to play. But how has Keiko gotten that?
Here, teleport's ready.
I mean, they should still be screwed. They'll still be dead. That was just wild from Kiko.
Goodness gracious.
Clear of that, and I mean, they're just encircling him, completely surrounded. We'll be able to take one more down with him, but it's going to be 8-4 at the half. BBL well out in front from the defender's side.
I mean, on the defender's side, it's incredible stuff from them. You know, a lot of these players used to be on a team called Pacific. Love to see it. These guys are absolutely... I mean, that's ridiculous. That just... Kiko is also an incredible player and has been doing great things for NRG in this tournament. He is by far their best when it comes to the individual performance.
Well, Right now, all of NRG needing to try to find their footing. They are struggling. 8-4. BBL well out in front. And this is NRG's map pick. Could just be another one of those moments. Okay, we prepare for the opponent's map pick. They prepare for ours. We'll find out after the halftime break. For now, let's send things over to Lou.
And I'm very glad to be joined by two mate princesses, les deux princesses de Gentlemates, Nami et Mélina m'ont rejoint. Faites du bruit, s'il vous plaît. Et vous savez très bien d'où vient le public ici. D'abord, Mélina, moi je voulais te demander un petit peu, on sait qu'il y a beaucoup de trash talk du côté de BBL, beaucoup de gens qui les huent, etc. Qu'est-ce que tu as envie, qu'est-ce que tu en penses de tout ça, du trash talk, qu'est-ce que ça fait partie du jeu?
Ouais, c'est l'e-sport, ça fait partie du jeu, faut l'accepter, c'est bon délire et c'est comme ça.
Toi, tu le fais un peu, te lever, dire aux gens de s'asseoir, c'est comment?
Ouais, sit down, ça part direct. Ouais.
Sit down, ça part direct. Yeah, trash talk is just being part of the game. So I like the BBL boys when they do it. You know, you tell them to sit down. I think that's pretty common. Et de l'autre côté, I have an European GC champion with Gentlemates Nami here, the IGL of the GC team. Donc, ce que je voulais te demander, ma belle, c'est qu'est-ce que ça fait, tu vois, d'avoir tous ces fans qui sont là? J'imagine que tu es très contente de les rencontrer. Et dans des matchs à haute pression, qu'est-ce qui fait la différence? Comment on arrive à gagner?
Bah, franchement, on arrive à gagner en partie grâce à eux. Ils sont incroyables. La vérité, franchement, sans eux, les matchs ne seraient pas pareils. Et quand tu les vois, quand on voit tout le support et tout le soutien qu'on reçoit, franchement, c'est c'est une rage de gagner, tu vois. Ils nous donnent un boost.
C'est les fans qui te font gagner?
C'est les fans qui font gagner.
J'adore. The fans are helping us to win. Hearing them, seeing them in the chat, in the Twitch chat, it's always helping, of course. And maybe to pay honor to the Gentlemates, we can start a chant. Gentle-mate. Back to the game.
Who are they talking about?
No.
Who's that team? Yeah, I mean, an unfortunate and early exit for that squad, but the fans still showing up to just enjoy some good Valorant.
They're getting that. I mean, you're getting some absolutely wild stuff in this first half of Haven. Some crazy coordinated plays from BBL. NRG has had a few moments of their own, but not enough, and you got to be concerned going over to that attacker side. But NRG, one of the best in the world on defender's side. Kiko off angle, not able to find the shot. Headhunter gonna connect on the first.
Exit now, looking for the re-peek, and will be able to find that final fadeaway shot in the Lover's Rock, but cannot escape. Let's get cleaned up, so 1-for-1 at the end of it all. Some damage suffered here on to Rose, down to 45 health.
Ethan's here so fast, and BBL is trying to rotate away from this. They're trying to go B.
Taking the spike up into garage window here, and Ethan cannot find that elimination. He finds a smattering of damage, but can't quite confirm it. Knocked down to 22. And Scuba not wanting to over-pursue. They know that they have Bada on this flank angle. And that's going to be their big win condition. There's no trip set up here at garage. They are just pumping the brakes, but they're now watching for this. Bada, he's giving it a recheck, but will slink back in as they hear that flank getting committed to. And Rose has just absolutely destroyed him. A peek off of that. Recon going through. Loita able to find the one from Brock. Coming away with two of the
ये
champ.
क्या मार रही है आज?
Now down to 4 HP. The chest shot would kill him.
Holy shit! Holy shit! Hell nah!
Okay, I mean, this is one of the rounds where BBL's skill just bails them out a little bit. This is very, very uncomfortable the whole time. You know, they get C site and then they're like, let's pivot B. Maybe they were expecting a fast flood and they thought they could kind of maneuver around it. I'm not sure. Or they thought they could catch the players sleeping a little bit right here at C Alley or something, but whatever, they got through it. It was very, very awkward though.
Very much so. And NRG now. 5-player stack on the C site. It looks like Scuba and Mod are squaring up.
These players are
fight each other.
fucking crazy, भाई.
Sounds about
BBL
right.
कुछ अलग ही मार रही है आज.
Gotta hash it out.
Just patiently waiting in case they end up coming his way, but for now, BBL continue to lean it more in towards B. Spike getting ushered up through mid.
Yeah, Krevin's already snuck in there, so I think they figure, well, it seems safe. And maybe there's like one tucked back here at worst. So you're feeling pretty comfy to get the set up the post plant.
Spike planted.
Don't have the hot hands, but do have a couple shock darts for that post plant. Those you're going to see a lot.
I'll push for it. There's that outlaw. Mata dead. Scuba down. LaRock will be able to find it. This is starting to look like a bit of a flawless here. Yep, Kreven gets right in on top.
Holy shit, by flawless.
The flawless confirmed. It's BBL.
Hey,
Not giving NRG any room to breathe.
Really well read here by BBL. And a nice post plant set up to boot. Just completely covering that B site really nicely. Have the sniper there, Lover's Rock. Right in position, hitting the shots that he needs to.
यार ये कुछ अलग ही मतलब BBL कुछ अलग ही खेल
Having that Vandal there. And then Kreven gets a couple big kills, so it's a very healthy bonus. Couple Vandals. Bulldog, Guardian, and that Outlaw. Gonna be in Rose's hand this time, though.
This curveball could destroy Mata. Manages to turn away from it, but Lover's Rock on that slide in. Just cannot align it. It's barely any damage found, in fact. As Ethan now is trying to pre-fire, trying to get that spam across, but to no avail.
But I like this peel back. Sensing that pressure, knowing they were going to have a tough fight if they were going to get into that C site.
10-4, bhai. 10-4, literally 10-4.
Different direction, but
No
Kiko,
way.
definitely a player that is to be feared. Trying to come through here. I don't think the drone saw him. I don't think it did. I think he hid from it. They're pinging the smoke. They're expecting somebody to be in it. So one way or another, they get the read. It's just, are they going to be ready?
Can they have a punish faster than he can rendezvous out?
Ah, फंसा.
Holy
shit, भाई. Holy shit. इनका क्या क्रॉस एंगल क्या बेस्ट था भाई. ऐसे बैठे थे ये लोग कोलैट मरते. अगर ये प्रॉपर कनेक्ट कर पाते ये लोग कोलैट मरते. पहला मैच जीजी है ऑब्वियसली. पहला मैच जीजी है, कुछ कर नहीं सकते. बीबीएल जीतने वाली है पहला मैच. 1-0 का स्कोर होने वाला है. ब्रीज का नहीं पता किसका कैसा है उतना. ये देखो ये जो शॉट मारा भाई, मतलब क्या टैप मारा इसमें.
The kickoff, they come into Santiago with all that fire, with all that passion, and it petered out pretty quickly when they had to go down to South America.
W राउंड. BBL क्या खेल रही है. वन साइडेड कर गई. भाई लोग सीधा पहले राउंड में सिट डाउन बोल दिया भाई. भाई ऐसे ऐसे कर दिया. No way.
Yeah, well, get him out of here. No, this guy. Cursed.
I'm out.
Like literally cursed.
I wonder which team he's supporting, and I'll put that in air quotes. But it's another timeout call. Last one for NRG.
I don't want to know who he's supporting because it makes me feel bad for that team. And I don't want to feel bad for either of these teams. I like both of these teams. I'm all about this villain arc in this event. I'm just loving it. Just like, it's like getting into the Killing Joke or something. You know what I mean? Like just a great graphic novel about a great villain.
क्या एनर्जी बाकी दो गेम्स परफॉर्म अच्छा कर पाएगी गाइस? क्या परफॉर्म कर पाएगी अच्छा बाकी दो गेम्स एनर्जी?
That works too.
Hasn't really been a very close affair. And I mean, despite the run that he had, especially in the previous series, to get to this point, Mata at the moment is one death away
उनका
from
डिफेंस इतना अच्छा अभी BBL तो ये भी निकाल रही है भाई.
That's pretty surprising. I felt like Mata was starting to pick things up.
क्या पता नेक्स्ट मैच में गरम है.
And he's such a big piece of the puzzle for NRG. If he's thriving, then you would think that, you know, with Brock and Kiko there as well, to be pretty consistent in the fragging department, that they should be well suited to take down most opponents. But he's kind of had some rough ones this year. Kiko spotted, thought about trying to challenge anyway.
He's still going to go back in.
He's making a lot of.
He at least wants some information, but BBL are giving them absolutely nothing.
Concern is going to be their backside coming out at double doors. They're able to clear Mata here. Should be maybe okay, but wow, the rotates were so fast from NRG over to B.
Because they've given up the space, they nearly had them walking forward into 3, but Kiko shifts away from A. They get the right read that B is going to be the hit, but then there's that late flank through. Clears the site.
Yeah, they gambled. They gambled to move Kiko over away from A. That opened up the site for Kreven.
Ready. I'm waiting for a contact fight that's not going to come. Smoke's now coming through. They start to realize. With the jump across and the shock dart landing up on top of the box. Won't be able to even find a lick of damage. I lied, it did, but not much.
Not much. Laroc's ultimate here is a big difference maker.
Oh, and if they can get through it without even committing that.
Yeah, that'd be even better.
Well, he will still go for it. Wants to just take this up to 12.
Ooh. Holy shit, bhai. Holy shit. No way. वो stun में मार गया उस नियॉन को भाई.
Flawless in the map. It is 12-4, and this is destruction.
Yeah. Again, they're doing so many things right. Kreven has been outrageously good on this map in so many different ways. The shooting, the way that he's able to anchor some of those sites on the defender side, and here, as that lurker, finding that open space, saving BBL from disaster. Just brilliant stuff. Now NRG has to string together 8 in a row to get it to overtime. Quick spot out into Brock, and they're going to try to use a Hunter's Fury.
क्या dodge. nah, last वाला नहीं हुआ. Last वाला नहीं कर पाया बेचारा भाई. इनका हो चुका है भाई, इनका घी खत्म है आज. पहला मैच में घी खत्म हो चुका है इनका. मैच शुरू होने से पहले ही.
Spike now planted. Scuba. His feet burning. The blaze wall in hell.
भाई फीट ने गांडी जल चुकी है उसकी. तुम फीट की बात कर रहे हो.
Nathan at 16 health with just a Spectre.
One enemy remaining.
13-4, BBL showing up in a monstrous way.
GG's. GG's.
Easy breezy win on Haven.
This team so strong when they're clicking. Everything working for them. They had to make one little adjustment out of a timeout to kind of start playing a little bit more default. That worked a treat for them on that defender side. They were really able to put a vice grip on that first half and then kept it clamped down for the second half as well. This team looking like they may indeed be the favorites here at EWC because they are ferocious.
Yeah, that is a terrifying performance. Trying to bounce back after
W था भाई, W performance.
It's going to be very difficult here for NRG. We'll see if they're going to be able to get it done, but for now, let's send things back over to Deacon and the desk.
Thank you very much, Achilleos. 3 times the charm, as it is BBL getting themselves not only across the line, but dragging NRG with them as they rode them all the way to the 13-4, and that is no joke. They look like tournament favorites, despite the fact the youngest roster here, they don't know any better.
Yeah, my goodness, was this domination over on NRG's map pick? They could not find a foothold in this game at all. The young Turkish squad just took over from the word go, to be honest. I mean, right now I'm a little scared for NRG. I think that's going to be a tough team talk backstage.
I am scared for NRG for all the opposite reasons that you're mentioning. This was not amazing from BBL. What in the hell was that from NRG? Seriously, like I saw the BBL that I would see any week in EMEA. Good to see them in this form. But for the side of NRG, Mara didn't turn up in like, I would say not even 10% of the match. Every single time that BBL were to try something a little bit cheeky because they were still testing the waters, it would work perfectly. Yeah. I do not know what happened to NRG on that map, but that is not the NRG that I've seen in the past. Like, there is no way something didn't happen, because what was that?
I mean, I do agree. It definitely looked very rocky. I feel like there were times where the macro where I wasn't loving what I was seeing, but then I think individually they got diffed as well here. It felt like every single aim duel was going their way.
But we were talking about this in the green room. It is not the problem.
guys, जो भी stream देख रहे हो stream को like share and subscribe कर दो फटाफट.
That were not even duels. So many
अगर stream पे नए हो तो जरूर से subscribe कर देना and दोस्तों को भी share कर देना.
And they're not even looking in the right direction while BBL has worked all the way from the defense. Again, if this happens once, it's okay. It happens a couple of times, okay, but this is the map that they chose to play. This is the map where they were going to give their everything to get to the grand final.
Yeah, and we have a couple examples of that round 7 here big time that you just wanted to shout out.
I mean, for me, look at how contained NRG are here. They drone to try and take A space, and then Mata walks up, uses a flash. BBL do a great job of re-peeking, dominating that space. Then they come back to Garage, waste another flash, and now they have very little util to try and burst to a tough, contained space, and they get shut down. This is what
ये लोग logged in है भाई आज ये लोग logged in.
Getting the best out of their utility. BBL are in all the right places to punish.
And then you look at the other side. When BBL tries to do the same, they do not hesitate. There's no utility on the other side. The play looks very, very different when you do not have the Cypher and you're not battling against that type of utility. What is going on here?
I see it. I see
Seriously, can you somebody tell me what is going on? DM me, someone.
3 and 15, Mata, on that Phoenix, especially when you compare that to our MVP frontrunner in Larock, 19 and 9, just absolutely on fire, and it looked great throughout that last map.
I mean, look, more than 6 times his kills, and the impact was insane once again from Larock. He's doing everything he can to win this MVP. He's having a generational tournament. I'm loving watching him play. I'm loving how little he cares about who his opponents are, because it didn't look like he was playing against world champions.
It just doesn't make sense. I understand for this side of energy that this has to be incredibly annoying to play against, because during the map, we do not get to see, we do not get to just be in Larock's POV for the entirety of it. So it's so good to see the highlights here and how some of those are just impossible. Like, who does that? Like, who reacts so quickly to every single thing that you do on the map?
Yeah, I mean, just take a look at these numbers. 312 ACS again. He's just so dominant. It really does feel like nobody else at this tournament has been able to slow him down as of yet.
The only one that got close was Woot in the quarterfinals, an MVP in his own right last year in the first tournament here at EWC for Valorant. But since then, and even before that, the only player to be rated over 300 ACS per round or per map, it is just insane what he's putting up, especially against the reigning world champs here. And you know it's not just what Larock and the rest of BBL were cooking there. It's also the fact that NRG just didn't show up, and they have one team talk, 6 more minutes to figure it out before map 2 starts.
Yeah, and it's not going to be an easy one, because we can speak about momentum all that you want. We're going into Breeze. It's not only somewhere where BBL are incredibly comfortable. It is their map pick. It is a Turkish map, like at least in EMEA. If you're a Turkish squad, your Breeze is going to be incredibly clean, especially if you're clicking like that today. We need to talk to Larock and ask what he's doing to keep this performance all throughout the tournament. As you're saying, having like a good map, a good match is something that we see, a couple of them, but in every single one of them, he is the talking point.
Doesn't care who's on the other side. We'll see if he's able to keep it up after this short break.
Spike planted.
Oh.
Whoop.
Oh, no. Uh-oh. Ah! Ooh, ooh, ah. Whoa. Ah!
Defenders win.
गाइस क्या लगता है एनर्जी कमबैक कर पाएगी 2 मैच कंटिन्यूस? Can NRG win? बताओ. ऐसे हो जाऊं ना कर पाए तेरी बाहों में यूं सिमट जाऊं जुदा तू भी ना कर पाए.
But this should be really curious. I want to get like your thoughts on how your team communicates.
Göte sıkıştığında yaptıkları şey C-Rush bu arada, haberiniz olsun. Insta C'ye giriyorlar.
So what's being said here?
Kevin is saying when they are when they have no idea what to do, they just come see.
O sana geldi bro.
So you're already talking about the next round.
Yeah, they
Timing'im var, oğlum git çöz bombayı.
and Rose is like,
Al risk al.
you have a timing, go take the risk, go defuse the bomb. And Larok is saying, go defuse from bottom so they don't see it.
Bırakma.
Sakın bırakma.
And they're like, yeah.
And then you guys just react, you know.
Yeah.
You guys are so fun to watch on stage. I mean, you're so...
Yeah, it will be more fun when we get the bigger stage than with the fans as well. It's gonna be very good.
Absolutely, and I think we're all looking forward to seeing you guys play in the playoffs. It should be really exciting. So thank you so much for taking some time to talk about this. And that was one of the craziest moments we had here at EWC 2026. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks again, Lovers Rock.
Thank you guys. Thank you whoever is watching. Bye bye.
It's a nice ball from Starso. I don't know if he has time for this one though, Kev. It's going to be very close. Oh, that is unbelievable.
जानिए पता जानिए
One win away are BBL from making it to the grand finals of Esports World Cup 2026 Valorant. But the resilience of NRG stands in their way. It cannot get any worse than that first map that NRG put on up. Despite the fact it was their own map pick, they're looking to bounce back and force us to a map number 3.
Look, this NRG team is famously resilient. We know that they have it in them to turn the series around, but ultimately we have to start seeing a level in, a step up in their level, we should say, realistically, because right now BBL looks absolutely so dominant in the first map, being able to consistently punish these mistakes that were being made by NRG.
The good thing is, yes, we are about to jump into Breeze. Do not look at the previous results for BBL. I can guarantee it for you, especially at the beginning of the year. They know this map so incredibly well. There's been some drilling needed here and there, but it still makes sense that they want to go into this map. However, it's not necessarily, I don't think it is at all, a bad map for NRG.
Yes.
Especially when we've been discussing the roles, the agents, and the potentials that we can see in this maps. For me, on Breeze, we have a lot of best in slots.
Yeah, I mean, for me, I think at least they will for sure understand the macro a little bit more consistently of Breeze. I think they play the harbor really well. North America is really pioneering there with that harbor play. If that's what they come out with, I think that they do have a much better shot into this, but ultimately they have to come alive in the server. You have to be switched on, you have to be aware, you have to be able to take the fight to this Turkish squad, otherwise they will just walk all over you. We've seen it time and time again.
BBL still organizing, getting themselves ready for agent select of the next map. As you can see, couple conversations going on with the coaching staff.
Ready. I don't think we're ready. I don't think we're ready. I look at BBL. That is not a ready face. No, I was looking at Loita. He wasn't even in the lobby, was he?
Yeah, maybe not. Maybe not. So we might have a few more minutes to discuss this Breeze before we get ready to go here, because who knows what they have to fix right there on stage. Ultimately, for NRG, this could be a well-needed break. This is a force, in a way, slowing down BBL, making them sit there for a minute longer and stew in it as before we get to this next one.
Here is moving on to the next. BBL thinks as expected for the side of NRG, though.
NRG, yet they're sticking with that harbor. Mada on
Lucy bhai, shakal aisi kyun ban gayi?
It looks weird, but he is always pretty solid on it. I do feel like this is a map that they will be feeling pretty happy about overall, but yeah, we have to see that improvement here.
Yeah, at the end of the day, yes, NRG is going to be starting on the attack here. I want to see the confidence. I want to see the trust. We are willing to put Haven on our backs if you're willing to prove that this Breeze is going to be different. I want even to be spearheading with Kiko, given the team the confidence also within the server. We see the Bonkers happy, and if he's okay with it, I guess I am okay with it too.
Yeah, for BBL, I've been really plays this Viper, I think, on the Sentinel.
Warzin.
Sung hero for BBL.
Warzin.
The shadow of LaRock, but who isn't here at EWC? So I think if he's able to put up a strong performance,
अभी NRG और इसका चल रहा है.
start to run away.
भाई NRG one-sided हारी.
I think it's time to give BBL the nickname here in Paris, Les Enfants Terribles, because they have been the young children ruining the experience for the fans that want to see them fail and are now about to ruin NRG's opportunity for any sort of success that they want to find. It has been so hard for NRG to find any foothold. Will they be able to change their fortunes here in map number 2? Let's send it on over to Paper Thin and Achilleos.
It is time to find out. NRG need to rally back in a big way. That Haven was not close at really any given point. A couple of rounds.
Oh my God, why?
Where it looked like NRG had a very strong understanding of exactly what BBL was trying to do. And then a whole lot of just bad Valorant.
Yeah, they just got shut down. I mean, a lot of those rounds were just good reads.
कुछ भी हो, कुछ भी हो.
Particular from BBL,
Jai hope.
really set up some of their individual players who were on point. On a tough map here, BBL very comfortable on Breeze. NRG up and down with it. They've had some kind of issues.
Speaking of issues,
yes, there's a
Paper Thin's here.
Yeah, well, wait.
No, but we do have a tech issue on stage. Seems to be with one of the in-ears, so we should be able to just get them swapped out. And then we can go back into this one. NRG yet to find a pistol. That's been a bit of an issue for them.
That's a problem. That's, I mean, they came close on the second one. They had an opportunity because BBL, frankly, almost kind of yeeted it by just trying to make a weird rap that didn't work, but got an audio issue with Lovers Rock, and hopefully should be able to get that resolved here. Lickety split, get into Breeze. But yeah, there wasn't much to say about that previous map because it was so one-sided. It was like, I thought there were moments where I'm like, okay, NRG's starting to figure them out a little bit. They're making some decent reads, but you know, BBL has all the confidence in the world, and still some smiles, some laughter for NRG. You know, they've been here before. They know what it's like to be down in a series and to come right back into it and still come through with the win. You can never count this team out.
No, you can't. And BBL, they are well aware of that, heard it from those players themselves. I believe it was Lovers Rock saying they are a champions winning team. We cannot underestimate them at any given point. It's not over until it's over. Roy took a quick peek. Not near enough by.
पहला गेम शुरू हो चुका है. Let's go.
Tag down to 7 off the rip, but it's going to be Brock coming away with the opening elimination as Loita will fall. Snake fight at the ready. Taking that into the back, does displace Ethan, interrupting that spike plant. Chucknerts as well, going to be go flying. Trying to get as much damage as they can, but it's going to be able to find a couple of kills, but Brock gets himself before finally falling. Scuba now. The last one standing, slow walking through that wall. Rose will secure 3K and a third pistol in the series for BBL.
It's always Brock making these pistols.
पूरा हगा ये round पूरा हगा ये लोग ने.
There's just too much firepower. Some really good util again to buy some time. Loita almost got that first kill. Slowed down the roll even more here.
भाई इस जगह पे उस सोवा ने क्या हगा है भाई.
No Broctagon this time.
बेफालतू का हगा है.
It's gonna be Rose with the big 3K in response. The IGL getting it done. He can frag out. Everybody on this BBL team.
BBL अच्छा खेल रही है भाई. उनका coordination बहुत अच्छा.
This is a hell of a cheer.
Oh.
Had some high pitch to it, but Paranoia going to connect. Quite a bit of damage again there on to Kiko as Lovers Rock is able to hold him back. Beat him away with that outlaw in hand. And this, well, okay. Cheeky little right click on the corner, able to find the one, but in the end, this is still going to be a damn clean anti-eco. Back on his feet once more, a 4K. This Neon is online.
For sure. And this time, again, with the snipers. Looked a little bit shaky with the operator early on, but that outlaw doing wonders. A couple players going to be one tap to it even. Not the players that are going to be making the entries necessarily, but some on those back lines. Here. Ethan and Brock, only the half armors available. So it's going to be key to keep them out of the purview of Lovers Rock here. That spot again onto Loita, but he's hightailing it out of there. Well, maybe not.
Quick Caterpillar smokes there from Kiko. Just trying to scale forward. Meanwhile, LaRock, quick peek into mid, and Mana absolutely destroyed. These Guardians just hitting a little bit different from BBL today. Boy, they're going to be taken low. Still alive and in the fight, trying to align those shots, but Kiko does find the timing to collect to it backside. Spray from Rose, just a hair off as Kiko. They had heard him. They know exactly where he's going. It's a matter of, can he find anything else?
Scuba, are they going to be ready for that?
Not really checking towards bridge, but Kiko's not going to be looking left, I don't think. Nope, now he will. Gets himself another. Scuba takes down the rock. Looks like bonus not to be converted this time around. Unless Krevin pull off a 4K of his own.
Well, he's already got one in this series. Wouldn't think he's on for this one, though. This one should be rather challenging.
No, util, just your defensive Viper wall set up on B. Maybe give you an opportunity to try to get it up to half, but fragment as well as that 0 point available. Did deny him from just toggling it. Best case scenario from here really kind of feels like a couple kills and get the Hunter's Fury out. But NRG should be playing loose enough to allow that to happen. There's the fragment, there's the spam, and Ethan will take him down. So NRG now on the board in round 3.
Okay. Still, you had moments in that round where you thought, oh boy, BBL are gonna take the bonus.
I believe that's a reference to Mana. They're saying, hey, I can't hear the audience. That's weird.
What's up with that? Nice work by Kiko, though. Exactly what you need. That entry player getting 3 frags, getting himself up into positives. Yeah, that Hunter's Fury, though, still going to be in the bank, whereas the ult cycle still not quite there for BBL. Deep early util here sent by NRG.
Mana, early shutdown onto the Rock, the Hunter's Fury. Off the ping reveal, Lover's Rock gonna be tagged down to 45. While Kiko trying to scale forward, but Krevin will be able to finally dispatch him. Off that scale forward, that crunch attempt into the B site from mid.
It's just crucial that Krevin buys a little bit of time. He's gonna hear the footsteps.
So good about it. He's looking to continue, and he shall.
Spike down B.
Lloyd as well, out from mid. Able to get a piece of the action. Now that Spike stranded on the floor. Brock, a 1v3. 2 of these players so dangerously low. Still does have 2 shock darts.
I have the Spike. Revealing area.
Spots on both, but he's out into the open. Lloyd collects another. BBL move up 3-1.
Again, Krevin has been just an absolute nuisance for NRG. These side anchors that he's been able to orchestrate. Feeling like a symphony with what he's been able to compose. Nice shot there from Loita, but this right here, the key kill in the round. Keeping that extra player, being able to do anything else, from really able to take control of that site. And it's kind of an awkward buy. Kiko does have an outlaw because of the economy of BBL. Everybody's one tap to this thing. This could be a hell of a purchase, a value he could find. Has the Blade Storm too.
Quite able to find that shot to the wrist. Goes up and over. Krevin going to be pushed forward, and Mana will be able to collect that elimination. Not too much damage going to be suffered either, as Laroc pause, doesn't pull the trigger. Now, looking for that follow-up, can't get it. Just going to be Scuba eliminated, and NRG full control here in this round. You know exactly where Loita's at as he grabs the gun off the floor. Plant can come in very safely.
Spike planted.
It's isolating, finding kills from here, looking to be nigh impossible.
And this should be pretty much undoable. You should even be thinking about the save here as Loita. Ethan already aware that that could be possible. He's in a position to maybe get a punish. He's going to hear those footsteps,
Yeah,
I'm pretty
he was
sure.
just in range, I do believe, but no one going to be fast enough to really take him down. We'll see, counter rotates all the way back out towards shop. I think he's going to be just fine. So, NRG answering back, a second round win for themselves. Still that reckoning in the back pocket to try to tie things up after this one.
And it's going to be an awkward buy for BBL. I think they're going to have enough to scrape something together here if they want. Let's just see what their consideration is, given the economic situation. Cute little things the players bring onto the stage with them. This is a great entry, explosive. Kiko gets up and over, and Krevin has tough decisions to make, tries to swing that corner again towards the choke, and is this time defeated. And they're able to clear back sight. Rose was trying to tuck in back there and just dealt with efficiently by NRG. They need more of that. This round right here, like I said, buy is going to be awkward, but you do have that overdrive for Lover's Rock.
Royale, the up and over to the ping reveal is in. 2 kills quickly going to be collected by BBL. That Hunter's Fury.
Nice.
Cleans up Scuba.
भी नहीं निकाल पाया.
BBL, they give up a little
क्या
bit
nice
of
बोल
space.
दो.
They let NRG in for another round win. They immediately just punch back with aggression.
And it's the reads again, where they're just We think they're going to go mid.
अरे नियॉन ने क्या खेला भाई, वो अल्टी क्या टाइम में खोला और इसने अपना अल्ट खोल दिया। वाओ।
Still though, 2v5.
यहीं पे 3 ले गए।
Never know. These two players. Rocks in an awkward position.
Sees the cloudburst. So far, I don't think they've seen him, but okay. Catches one. But there's just no way to separate these.
Nah.
Quickly overwhelmed. The awkward buy, not going to matter too much here for BBL. Coming out on top yet again.
Yeah, I mean, the ping reveals, the Hunter's Fury, the overdrive, just the run through there. And up and over as well for Larock. Love the crunch. Absolutely beautiful. And I think maybe we're going to be seeing another timeout here from NRG. You have to love this as a coach. Exactly how you drew it up. Maybe even better.
It's just been overall quite clean. Still close though. It's early doors on Breeze.
साइफर तूने प्रीमियम ले लिया उसका Amazon का?
Timeout. Trying to get them right back into this. Playing from that attacker side, and more often than not, we're seeing good amount of teams be able to get things done from there. Granted, that solo duelist, NRG. Maybe they'll be
Yo, S1 bhai, welcome to the stream.
From the defense, but they still need to find more rounds.
Yeah, it's tough right now for NRG. The thing that's worked the best for you is just going B. And that may be what they end up kind of considering here in this timeout, is just kind of keep it simple for a couple rounds and then be very cautious. Look for those opening traps, those opening pick plays that you know BBL is going to be trying to bring out, especially when they kind of find the confidence for it. Although we did see after an NRG timeout previously that BBL went more into a default, but here this looks to be another trap play. This one looks to be a little bit more delayed in mid. For NRG, they're spreading the map. They're going to try to
Get out of my way.
look for their own moments, and BBL commits to it right off the rip anyway with the Blade Storm, and this time around, NRG.
बढ़िया अपनी गर्ल सुना हैं? गर्ल सुनाओ?
One of the things talked about this time out was be patient for those traps, then start working the map a little bit.
वो क्या होता है भाई?
There was a moment there. Stuba had a chance.
Unable to find that punish, so Ro was able to back away. Did just see the one player, no other noise really made, but that's enough for BBL, given this forward push into a main from Lover's Rock to get the read that this is going to be a B hit. Reckoning now going to be called in, that null command going to be layered on top. Ethan just taking away any of their util they could have to try to delay this plant.
Yeah, I like what BBL's doing though. Using this time.
Stops the panic pit as well from Kraven. They get themselves forward onto the side, but Scuba trying to just flush him out. Cannot do so. Reveal is in though, and Kiko able to play off the back of that. Kiko finding a second as Lover's Rock. Similarly going to be taking down the knives, however, out from Larock. Quickly pushing forward. A glimpse, and he's still able to find Brock. The jump into arches. Loita holding his own for one more, but Kiko gets up to a third.
30 seconds left.
As Rose, the spot out. Mana dead. The spike never planted. Kiko just going to have to tuck tail.
Look at Larock.
Sprint over towards A, but as you mentioned, Larock, he's got the knives. He is lying in wait. Hearing the footsteps and tapping the head. A blade between the eyes and a dagger into the back of NRG.
टूटी पंजाबी बोली अच्छा.
No avail to get themselves a foothold in this map.
And the NA fans are stunned. They came into this match hoping that they were going to have an NA finals here in Paris, but BBL has other thoughts, has other ideas. It's just a brilliant read. I mean, this whole round so well coordinated on the back of Rose, just getting that one early peek, and like you talked about, that early push that Lover's Rock had. And they're able to just navigate that so well. Thwarting NRG from even getting the plant in. Have to use the Cove Shield here.
Okay, tag is found. Kiko down the 10, swing in the corner. Loita looking for that second kill, but it's a little bit of an overheated scoop, but we'll be able to find the one, but BBL making up for it in spades.
Spike again.
Last player standing.
Toxins going up.
So far away. Might as well be on another continent.
आज तो गया आज एनर्जी घर जाएगा.
That's exactly what they're going to be doing, because they're going to be going home.
Well, they still have the consolation match. There still is the...
That is true.
The third place match.
Mentally.
Mentally, they're near airport.
Yeah.
Oh. I mean, they're so good with these Vandals, man. Probably a lot of discussion after the Phantom-heavy Leviathan wins in London, and now this very aggressive Vandal squad that BBL brings to the table. It's something to consider. A lot of wide maps, though.
तू फिर से कैप्स में लिखने लग गया. कैप्स में लिखता ये उड़ा देता है.
Hit and Hunter's Fury here.
Trying to up the pace yet again. Catching the glimpse of LaRock. Catch that stray. Loita, however, able to find Ethan at the same time. The push to the backside, and Kiko still trying to keep them in this game. Trying to keep them in this map. Eventually taken down, but now a 2v3.
ये लोग attacking map में नहीं खेल, attacking नहीं कर पा रहे. NRG.
And NRG's been able to get into this entire way through. That lane situated. Lover's Rock staring in towards backside, but there are still a lot of angles that need to be cleared, and now Krevin taken down. Money to buy another one of these questions becomes, do you try to play it out? Do you try to get the weapon swap that's right in front of you and go for the clutch, or do you just go for the save? For that kill, I think I know which one he's gonna pick. Some reposition, Brock is in the open. Expecting the swing to front of Pyramids.
Gotta go.
And he's still just sticking with this. Swap now over to the battle, sees how many bullets he's got, catches a glimpse, knows exactly where Mata is.
Right now.
Holds it up to half, and Mata does have the timing down. Clears him on the corner swing and gets NRG a third round win, but good Lord. That ended up being so much closer than it needed to be.
Oh, and that's the advantage.
ये Streamlabs disable कर यार.
The bigger chip stack at the table. You can
Streamlabs
go for plays like this because you know that you can buy into the next one regardless. Disgusting stuff from Lover's Rock, but Mata sturdy at the end there.
Streamlabs के साथ कुछ link है मेरा
so low at that point. I mean,
मेरे OBS और Streamlabs का link है.
They know they have to get ahead of that Hunter's Fury, so they want to push some space. And they keep Rock pinned. Lover's Rock. Once again, contest this angle.
जो भी stream देख उसको like कर दो रे.
Good, much needed kill to open things up.
Spike retrieved. Spike dropped.
Ethan there, that's just the IGL brain. Reading his opponent's tendencies. Doesn't connect on a rose.
Yeah, blind drone attempt. Close, but can't quite find it. Loita though. Kiko, Krevin getting involved, finds Brockman. The trade backs here from NRG looking good. Significantly better position now.
Planted.
Again with that 3v1, but LaRock, same question. Do you try to go for it? The team's money now broken down. You're not gonna have the knives. You can get an overdrive maybe with an orb. So a bit more risk to trying to play this one out. But you do have to suspect that he's gonna be feeling it.
He's been the clutch god. I don't know with this one though. It's taken so long.
0 point seeing nothing, and yeah, it looks like the call has been made for him to back away. Spot on the one, Mata can just stay tucked. Show that respect. Doesn't want to get caught by him, doesn't want to give that freebie over. So LaRock will go his separate ways, and NRG back into a chance to try to rescue this half. Could potentially make this 6-6 so they can string the next two together.
Yeah, it's just good ideas here from Ethan. Just simplify the game plan a little bit, look for that early pick, and then use that to scale onto site. Taking that op out of the equation, you expect that to be the weak side of the map. So you can just very quickly press that advantage, and they do exactly that. Very nicely done. Ooh, crispy stuff there. Yeah, the BBL fans now starting to sweat just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Breeze for them though, and again, you're going to be pretty happy no matter how this shakes out, especially if you don't just lose the next couple of rounds. Like if you find at least one more here as BBL off of this timeout, you're feeling really good going into that second half. And with how the pistols have been going, the confidence should be through the roof. Maybe a little bit of a hiccup there, but he just wants to let him know what he's thinking. I don't know. I mean, I think go back to some of the just trap play stuff and then play for retake if you need to, because all that has been A+. on the scorecard.
NRG's one of those teams, Ethan, one of those IGLs. It's just basically going to be taking those mental notes the whole way throughout. The more time you give him to get an understanding, the more risk you're taking and being able to secure the win. BBL still in a good spot.
ये केकड़ा कहाँ से आ गया यहाँ पे?
Expound upon that. Build it up a little further, but NRG now getting into a very solid ult cycle. They nearly have that reckoning to go. So
NRG form में आई है क्या? ना. बिगाड़ दिया इनकी गांडी में.
Headshot to push forward. Talking about trap, talking about aggression. It's on display again, but Scuba will be able to spring one of his own. Push up into elbow, goes on red, goes unscouted. Manages to get this back into a 3v4.
Nice delayed trap though. They took a little bit deeper position. Throwing out that storm surge early, expecting that mid aggression.
ये मत जाओ.
BBL.
NRG ये मत जाओ.
Tough position to read.
पी जाओ बहन की बड़ो पी जाओ.
Ethan able to find the quick transfer, swings up for a little bit more, but the summon's going to be there.
तो गलती कर दी इसने.
Still gets his team into a very solid spot. Brock will win the fight in mid. Krevin down. Now just Lover's Rock. One less target to try to clear out. Here, ready to try to intercept. Question is, do they take the spike and collect it, go elsewhere? No, they play it forward.
And nice. Nice one.
Solid cleanup here from NRG. Still with an opportunity to try to tie things up.
Yeah, I think the initial theory, very nice from BBL, but then that impatience that's built into teams like this starts to get the better of them, where they want to start taking risks, pushing angles, and Ethan, once again, gets the read on it and punishes BBL. He's been really impactful. May not be topping the charts in the kill department, but his brain has been doing a lot of heavy lifting. Kiko. Ooh.
Enemy
kill.
kill.
Rose just trying to run away and gets caught.
Key opener. Rose is 2 charges away from having that Hunter's Fury. Won't be able to see it here.
Round होने तो मैं कुछ खाने लगा.
Lover's Rock though, a change up, a judge. This kind of presence has not really gone through for them, but the drone over the top will try to check, but it's just not enough coverage. Trying to keep Rock protected. Now the overdrive in, and he's managed to find 2 more.
Get out of my way.
Ethan and Mod just able to do absolutely nothing. As Lover's Rock may have just won this entire round, but Kiko's still trying to fight back. Breaks up with the B site. Spike still on the floor, a world away. Loita boosted up over the top. The pit now fanning out.
I'm out.
Covers the spike, but Lover's Rock still taking space, still letting them know that this judge is in position. Ooh, Snakebite will find a good amount of damage though. Forces him away. Same time, Larock swinging around the back, getting on the flank. That shop door about to be tapped.
मैं जैसे ही गया एनर्जी ना हग्गू कर दिया रे.
What a read. But now they're out of time. They have to push forward. They have to try to get this plant going on the A site. Could just end up losing it all right here. As Lover's Rock gets the 4th. It just took too long to recover it all. BBL stopped them from tying it up at 7-5.
Again, a great counter read by Rose, putting the Neon into position where you can punish that drone, and he does more than that because he's got the overdrive to boot. Beautiful, use that relay to give himself some space, and then just knock him down with the finger guns. Incredible.
So another strong outing, another strong start here for BBL. NRG not trailing by much, but this has to be a monster of a defender's side for them to push this the distance, to send this over to map 3. Otherwise, BBL, they're going to be knocking this America's team down a peg and forcing them to face off against Nongshim Red Force in a 3rd, 4th place match. But for now, let's send things back over to Lou.
We have a little bit of a family gathering here in Paris. On a une famille ici à Paris puisqu'on a 2 frères de chez Carmine, des vrais frères, real brothers have joined me here. We have Dohan and Noyan KC brother, real brothers, of course. The first question I want to ask you, you are wearing a KC jersey, yet rooting for BBL. Vous portez un maillot cassé, mais vous êtes pour BBL, donc pourquoi ce choix?
Alors personnellement, c'est parce que je suis turc. Et Lewen, il était anciennement chez BBL. Et on est là pour supporter les Turcs. Hein.
Évidemment, le sang turc. I am Turkish myself, and Lewen used to be in BBL as well, so that's why I'm supporting them. And isn't there maybe another reason why KC fans are supporting BBL? Une autre raison secrète peut-être?
On connaît la rivalité entre M8 et KC. On connaît aussi la rivalité entre M8 et BBL. Donc aujourd'hui, on supporte BBL.
J'aime beaucoup, we know. We know there is a bit of rivalry between Mate and BBL, a lot of banter, and we are rivals of Mate as well, so that's why we're supporting them. Et ma deuxième question, c'est pourquoi est-ce que le public français c'est le meilleur du monde? Très rapidement.
Très facilement, hein, on a le Blue Wall, c'est tout. Le Gentle Suit, ils sont nuls!
Why is the French crowd the best? Because we have the Blue Wall Gentlemates sucks, basically. That's what you just said, even though I don't exactly agree. And maybe one last word for this interview. I heard that you guys had a chance to root for the BBL players. Vous avez une petite chanson à me faire. Rapprochez-vous, rapprochez-vous. Vous la faites dans le micro. Vous êtes prêts?
Let's go BBL!
Let's go BBL!
Let's go BBL!
Time to get back to the game. Let's go!
Let's go indeed. The crowd started things off. Not sure which side to rest on, but they have overall very quickly decided to go with BBL. NRG had played the villain in front of a Parisian crowd before and lifted a trophy in front of them, denying Fnatic. And very pleasant now. And backs up against the wall, facing potential elimination. They cannot take this map of Breeze.
Early dart, just to secure the orb. They're curious about this. Oh boy.
What a stack this is. The swing out.
Ooh.
Still able to find one. Damn solid work for him. Especially given that Trevin knocked down to 50 and Brock able to find a little bit more. A good start for NRG. Looking for that stability to go into this 4v4 and now start to explore down into mid, but look at what's waiting on the other side of the wall.
ये लोग अगर mid जाएंगे फंसेंगे.
They've read this rotation.
बढ़िया सा angle तोड़
BBL to get through.
Smoke onto Ethan's position. Potentially set for the pop flash out, but instead
nice.
Mowing down three. But damn clean that sheriff here today. Another spike on the floor in rows. Trying to lurk his way back through elbow, but Brock clearly has an understanding. Will be able to find it. And gets NRG a much needed first pistol win.
Yes, everybody talks about it. Time and time again, his sheriff is just as good. It is just as good. You just don't see it as often.
Yeah, no.
He is absolutely ridiculous.
Performance तो दीदा अच्छा तो वो ये तो ये round का hello है.
Single-handedly
NRG
with his ability to win rounds and thwart some of the early ideas that BBL has, force them into a rotate, which is exactly what NRG wanted. That's
Brock initiator नहीं
so
drop है
desperately needed. Kick things off on the right foot for NRG on this defender's side. No buy up at all here for BBL. Now you know three are there, and BBL is gonna have to try plan B. That's kind of what you have to expect here against NRG with this KO in the mix. Is some of those knives that are gonna hit A main, and the timing's always staggered and changed round to round by Ethan, so it's tough. It has that extra layer of info gathering. Okay.
All right. Quick check in the mid from Mata. 2 kills gonna be found. Ethan now holding the door, cleans up Loita, damage onto Larock. And any hope of a thrifty. Very
let's go.
NRG. This round win, especially get quite a bit of firepower going into the bonus. They tie it up 7-7.
Lotus আছে ভাইয়ের পরে লোটাসটাই তো ভয়.
Enemy remaining.
Nasty shot.
B. 30 seconds left.
I don't know about that one.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Either way, Flawless is confirmed. NRG.
Why? This was crazy. Why? No way.
And this is maybe the start of something special here for NRG. Let's see if BBL has that same magic on their attacker side that we saw in Haven, or if this is just going to be a defensive masterclass from NRG. One of the best in the business when it comes to that half.
ভাই এদের ভালো খেলছে এরা কিন্তু লাস্ট আগের ম্যাচটা ঠিক খেললো না কেন বুঝতে পারছি প্লিজ একটু হাড্ডা ম্যাচ দিতিস এক্সপেক্ট করছিলাম যে একটু অন্তত অ্যাটলিস্ট পারফরম্যান্স দিবে
Literally happens to the best of us. Waiting out that flash. Nicely fought out here by BBL.
Let he who has not screwed up util throw the first stone and then ricochet it off the wall.
Oh.
A ton of damage onto Larock, but not going to be able to clean the kill. Loita, very swift headshot and continuing to scale forward. Just storms his way.
Round gaya NRG ka se.
Energy now on the back. As Loita able to find Mata.
Pata nahi.
Just Brock
khel le.
The latter of which trying to play this one forward, has just the Spectre, can't afford to give his life over.
Kya game bhai?
See Brock's just already hightailing it out of there. No reason to fork over the Vandal. Loita holding the door, just waiting. Scuba.
They're gonna come pushing. Hello. Oh. Back.
Khaya.
One up getting caught. Slupper's Rock. That's how you. Yeah, that's hello in French, I think. I don't know. He's having fun. He's vibing on stage. Back into the lead by 1. That's just a bonus for NRG. Keep a weapon in hand. Now going into the full purchase. See if they can tie it up again.
Oh, what a nice play there by Loita, able to bail Larock out. God, Loita's been really good on this map too. He's been hitting some nasty shots. Lover's Rock though, it's been the real story for BBL.
জাননা না যারা খেলছে তারা ঠিকই খেলছে ভাই বলবো
Unable to find it.
Now you know both the Jet and the Sova are over here, so as BBL, I'd like to see them try to come up some interest on A, and they kind of did. Just a few shots from Loita, but it hasn't really pulled Kiko that far. He's going to be able to step in through Link pretty quickly. This drone giving a lot of the story away.
The Dart didn't connect though.
Shock Dart.
Yeah, so maybe they don't want to kind of commit off the back of that just yet. Maybe wait for the next recon. Take a pause. About 10 more seconds left on that. And then try to make the play. Paranoia right down the backside, but Scuba's pushing forward. Oh, he went to the other side.
Doesn't get there.
मैं तो God of War का वेट कर रहा हूँ
Trying to keep a distraction going. Able to find the 2, but Brock is there. That second layer, cleaning up a kill, looking for a little bit more, but Lover's Rock able to hold his own. A 2v3 and
God of War loafer.
30 seconds left. Spike planted.
क्यों नहीं आएगी?
Be in a decent position to try to close this one out.
अच्छा. Oh my God.
To maybe buy a bit more time.
अच्छा वो भी है. अब से नहीं आएगी वो PS5 तो अभी वो कर रहा है ना अभी.
Wow. Quick to drop, quick to reassess, and realign. Now just Krevin. A little bit of a quieter performance from him. Will get the sync bite, but it's not going to be.
Oh, नहीं हुआ रे.
Still plenty of time. NRG.
मुझे लगा हो गया नहीं हुआ यहाँ पे.
Passing this fuse over to Ethan, trying to get that null command online. It's 8-8. NRG keeping it close.
Yeah. Again, you have to check both angles coming in through B, and a lot of teams just kind of commit one way or another, not anticipating that their opponents are going to shift to the other side. You know, you get the spot on the scoop. Beautifully timed.
दोनों का थोड़ा लग गया भाई इन दोनों का थोड़ा वो हो गया है क्या बोलते हैं उसे
This time, I don't know if they go for this fast B hit. I think it might be to their demise.
है ना वो थोड़ा अजीब सा मतलब वही है ना ऑर्गेनाइजेशन जो जैसा
into a meat grinder for BBL. Lover's Rock taking down the scale
Ooh.
forward. Push out of this cove.
Ooh.
A couple kills in response, but Loita, last one alive. Frantically trying to find Ethan. Just cannot take him down. Flash not going to go out wide enough. And he is completely and utterly contained at backside. Oh, an opportunity to maybe find the one, but it cannot be seized. 3 bullets, has to pause, go for the reload, but still
फंस गया वो वहाँ पे कहाँ दिखेगा पता नहीं चल रहा उसे
It's insane to think about, but they finally have crawled back. I mean, you talked about it earlier, the way that you can't give NRG time in matches because Ethan just starts to figure you out.
स्विच अच्छा था ये स्विच अच्छा था भाई बढ़िया स्विच था ये Easy switch था.
It's so tough when you have the storm surge, the snake bite, the poison cloud all at the front door. Good luck getting through that. You're going to be so weakened by the time you get in that just makes it easy to spam you down. So I think just got to start working the map a little bit more here as BBL. You got to make them respect your A hits. That's generally where a lot of teams kind of
सही भाई कुछ मंगवा तो खाने का मन कर रहा है कुछ
So far it's been pretty frankly uninspiring, like calling from BBL. I haven't seen anything too creative, too unique like we saw in Haven. This is their map pick. I mean, that's kind of been the story of a lot of these matches here at EWC is teams, both teams losing their map pick, and then we go to map 3.
It started off decently well, but
मीशो में क्या ले लिया अब
it's kind of gotten out of sorts, and NRG starting to find their footing.
नशे में
As more and more rounds go on, I mean, Brock and Kiko are doing
मैं
the last task.
मीशो में क्या हो रहा है इसमें
putting up.
Here. Brock is outrageous, man. He's so clean. Ooh, nice timing.
Now shot, not quite able to connect, and that's going to be a quick pause on that Hunter's Fury. One to trying to get that op escorted forward onto a deeper line. Shockdart's now going to be layered in, but Mana off screen, able to find Krevin. Now gets himself a second. Loita dead as well at the doors.
भाई इसका ये हार्बर का ये लाइन बढ़िया है कल लाना एक मारने के बाद जो बोलते हैं ना कल लाना क्या लगता है भाई
Still no safety to try to go for the spike plan. In fact, it's going to be the Hunter's Fury out first, but Lover's Rock going to be caught. Ethan there at the bridge, able to find that elimination. And now you've got an ult expended to no avail. Rose ushered out into the open, able to find one, but needs so much more. The blind man gets the kill, but cannot get the round.
अच्छा खेला यहाँ पे टैप बढ़िया था
Hit double digits.
And so much is expended here from BBL. That felt like
BBL के लिए थोड़ा भारी पड़ा ये
using the Hunter's Fury there, and a lot of players I think just kind of losing track of the situation. Mana gets the kill on the Krevin, and then Loita just walks right back into it. And then you got the player behind Orange in Lover's Rock trying to create a little bit of space, but he's not like keeping track of the fact that there's probably a player coming through door.
NRG का भरोसा नहीं है भाई कब कम बैक कर लेगी
It's all madness.
Deafen themselves, give themselves tinnitus when they're shooting those corpses. Ever since that moment, it started to spiral out of control.
Yeah, that sometimes you don't want to make your opponents angry. And some players, they thrive on that.
Plenty have learned the hard way.
Trying to bait out some reactions with some footsteps. But NRG is just tucked in, dug in like a tick. Knife. I don't know if that catches anybody. I don't think it did.
It does, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they were still playing within it. Fragment at the ready, looking for this mid split. But look at where Brock is. The swing to come where Brock went. 6 feet under. Clean shot from Laurent.
Oh, wait, क्या shot था ये
Now the overdrive going to be in play. Krevin is able to find Ethan as well. And is this how you rally back in a thrifty? Scuba wants to say no. Quickly getting overwhelmed. Updraft over the top and just
बाप रे क्या पीक लिया इसको भाई
short quick to find that elimination, interrupting the plant, the spike now having to be recollected as Kiko Slides along the half wall, but doesn't get a glimpse of smoke on one side of Poison Orb on the other. Poison flying.
Oh.
Still out into the open, and Mata again fast on that draw, gets himself the third. Krevin dead, and now Loida try to clutch this out as the Reckoning goes over. He will be able to dodge past it. Skirting around the pillar, but Kiko about to be on the angle now, has it confirmed, but Loida.
Oh no.
Snaps on for the first.
नहीं
remaining.
बकचोदी ना नहीं बकचोदी नहीं
The retap, he's gonna stick it. He's just gonna stick it.
स्टिक कर गया. नाइस. डबल राउंड. नो वे. खेल गया ये.
No COVID incident this time. Well, in a way, but not the way you normally think. And Mata here again. Disgusting. Just not.
ये वाला बढ़िया था. ये
crazy था. After he gets that kill in the window, a lot of scramble from BBL to try to reassess the situation. What a recovery there.
He's a playground bully. He's bigger than all of them. He just kicked sand in his face and said, I'm taking your lunch money.
Lovers Rock now as the op. There's a pit right outside of A, so thwarting any ability to take space on that side. Wow, Lovers Rock. Nice read. It's a great start. We saw a good start in the previous round, and they couldn't convert. Rock. They give up the pit.
Ethan, similarly, okay, he's ready for the one, not ready for the overwhelm. Now, BBL still in with that player advantage. Shockdart not going to be able to find too much on the Lovers Rock. Just tagged at 85. Still was shielding behind the Scuba. Been quiet, but there's the reveal.
गया ये फंसा रिवील हो गया. साला हरामी स्कूबा साले. डूमर अच्छा खासा होल्ड करके बैठा था ये साला. डाल दिया गांड में. रिवील होने जा रहा है भोसड़ी. बेफालतू का राउंड गया ये. कोई जरूरत ही नहीं थी भाई यहाँ पे. मस्ती गांड मस्ती इसकी सुबह की. अच्छा खासा चुपचाप वहाँ पे बैठा था. होल्ड हो जाता. बेफालतू का रिवील होता है भाई. ये लोग बेफालतू का रिवील होता है. भाई BBL हारना है भाई. ये नहीं तो इतना मतलब क्या बोलते हैं वो बहुत वो होता है ना उन पे चुल होती है ना गाना मस्ती करने की. इन पे वो भर के है दिख रहा है. इनका प्ले स्टाइल अच्छा है भाई, बट इतना घमंड अच्छा नहीं है. जैसे ही पहला राउंड स्टार्ट हुआ जीत गया है जो ऐसे ऐसे कर सिट बोल रहे हैं उनको. तो डायरेक्ट सिट बोल दिया. नहीं वो उठ के ऐसे बोल रहा है बहन जो सिट. पूरा इशारे कर रहा है भाई बैठ जा तू. नहीं NRG नहीं BBL वाला वो जो नया यंग प्लेयर है ना उसका नाम क्या है लार्क करके. लारोक. हाँ लारोक. यंग प्लेयर है ज्यादा बड़ा नहीं है ये. 20-22 साल का होगा. मैच के शुरू में ही जैसे ही वो एक राउंड जीता सीधा बोल दिया उठ के बोल दिया खड़े होके कि बैठ जाओ बहन. नाइस.
The spike gone right as the pit gets invested. He's snake bitten away from it. Borderline has to disrespect this. Clears the corner just long enough to be able to find it. Can he get to safety? Back sight not within the pit. Trying to find a spot. He will be displaced.
Double
NRG march up to a 12th round win. Map point now in their hands.
It's that the knife timing from Ethan again gives him so much awareness on when this hit is going to be attempted. Kiko up high on the box, gets the opener, and then they're just outmaneuvering them every step of the way. And you have 3 rounds in a row as BBL. Has to be the streak on your map pick. They're being a little proactive, looking, trying to sniff out NRG, but NRG waited. Now they're trying to refill some of that position. Mata tucked in again behind pillar in mid. Looking for that same spot that he got that punish on earlier.
Gets that knife out just in time to prevent the drone from spawning. And Kiko boosted up here on top of the bricks. Strike ready to come through. His tailwind not popped. Dash over into the corner now. Tailwind back. Kiko able to play evasively, but Ethan gets overwhelmed as Lover's Rock comes away with that elimination. Kiko getting a little bit of revenge here for his fallen IGL, and now finding a little bit more on top. Loita dead.
Oh, nahi. Mat mar Sova.
On the A site. Rock, however, scaling back in the mid, is able to find him. Brings it into a 2v2. Double approach from bridge side. Scuba and Kiko to try to push this over the line to take us to Lotus. Up the brakes. Rose still 2 shocks. The recon available. Nothing on the side of NRG. Rocky's caught a glimpse. He's caught the headshot. Kiko now dead and Scuba.
Oh my god.
The map not over yet. BBL, they get up to 10 and they need 2 more to send this to overtime.
Still feels
अगर BBL जीत गए खत्म है मैच यहीं पे.
I mean, again, the knife catches so
NRG
many
हार
players
चुकी है ऑलरेडी. अगर ये भी हार गई तो खत्म है.
At least able to get Kiko off the top of the close box
हट
this
जाओ
time.
सीधा.
And Krevin able to
BBL और 100 Thieves एक लेगी.
rotations through mid.
ऑलमोस्ट आज ये भी जीत NS भी जीत गई थी भाई.
Exactly what BBL needed there.
उनका आर भी खेल नहीं पाया आज उतना.
2 more. I think we have another timeout. This time, I believe NRG.
Timeout लिया.
Try to just secure this final round. Move over to Lotus, start focusing on the future. So we get that chance for BBL to try to assess, come up with a solid plan to keep this streak going.
I mean, it's kind of tough because B has been an absolute nightmare for BBL. So you just kind of have a couple rounds that you have some A executes or splits and things like that. Love to see a fake over towards B. Maybe throw Rose and Krevin over there. Allow NRG to think that you're going to be heading that direction. But again, I imagine A is kind of going to be the landing spot.
It's another one of these rounds that you'd hate to give up the map over on. As a half purchase here for NRG. 2 rifles behind this, 2 sheriffs and a bandit. BBL silently scaling their way forward onto the A side. The tailwind going to be expired. Spot on the 1, Brock. Able to tuck back around the corner. The peak going to be coming through the drop down, and Rock able to find the 1, scooping out to try to hold the line. One of the 2 rifles still in hand here. Need to not get overwhelmed. He will be able to find a Rose, but the cleanup from BBL is looking swift and just. Kiko now.
Spike planted.
भाई ये फिर से हगना चालू कर दिया.
To stop this from being a 1 away.
निकाल ले किको.
From overtime.
किको निकाल ले किको निकाल ले. Please.
To just seal the deal on it.
Kiko निकाल ले please.
Cloud bursts, a gun barrel.
I know you can do it.
Spotted. There's the swing, and now they have confirmation. He's reading these players' positions decently well.
I'm waste करा
But
रही
I
है.
just don't think there's anything that he can do about it. Economy still quite weak here, and Krevin, the counter spam, just following those tracers. He's going to be able to find him.
भाई इसने ट्रेस कर लिया भाई. बुलेट ट्रेस कर लिया प्रॉपर.
12 to 11, NRG far from out of the woods.
And the other thing you're going to have to worry about here is BBL, the Hunter's Fury from Brock, going to be online. And you know that they love to look for those early picks off of some util. already seen him go for it in mid. That's something you have to be very, very cautious about as BBL. You have to assume the timeout. Also, talking about this round a bit, this is exactly what I want to see. The B fake.
The noise being made. Lovers Rock taking that space. Fragment at the ready. The foot going to be spotted there by Ethan. Swings in. Wants to maybe try to clear this one out. Repop on that flash, and LaRock has him outdone. Maybe found it blind. Maybe just turned away from it. Either way, it was a catastrophic failure at the start of this round for NRG. Finding forward and now try to push us into OT.
This is great stuff from BBL. They're working the map a lot more. This is much more thoughtful.
अगर ये ओवर टाइम चली गई बीबीएल जीतने वाली है फॉर श्योर हो गया एनआरजी का की खत्म पता चल रहा है
The bulk of their forces because of Mata's position at A main.
Corner tuck, but there's the clear out. Gets rid of the drone. Scuba for now unscouted. Has to be a suspicion, but Lovers Rock just takes that fight right to Kiko. He's able to find him. Scuba can only get the one. Zaps Brock to death. And it is just Mata standing.
हो गया भाई हो गया ओवर टाइम जीजी
One kill to get the reckoning. 4 necessary to get this map done and dusted.
क्या
But Mata will fall. The backstab there. LaRock ready to drive the knife. You cannot do it like that.
नहीं ओ भाई वो भी होने वाला था नाइफ होने ही वाला था ऑलमोस्ट हो चुका था
12 to 12. This goes to overtime.
Oh man. What a series.
भाई वो बच्चा फिर उठ गया
A comeback here at the very last moment. 3 rounds in a row is what it took for BBL. And it looked a little shaky, but the timeout really worked a treat. And I absolutely love, again, what the coaches
वो देख उठ के वो सीधा थम्स डाउन कर दिया देखा ये बच्चे की गार्ड मस्ती ज्यादा है भाई क्या पता इस बच्चे को वो लंबू पीट दे उठ के भरोसा नहीं है ईथन उठ के पीट देगा बहन जी इसको
be pretty quiet. Just seeing Lovers Rock there at the front of A main doesn't tell you a ton.
That does.
Yeah, that it does.
Quick spot into the kill. A little bit of a double pick from Scuba to see if he can find maybe a little bit more. Meanwhile, Tailwind forward. Krevin's able to find that kill, but Ethan on the counter spam takes down the enemy Viper. Player advantage here for NRG.
Oh boy.
To the clear on the drone. Stun thrown out. Rose. Slotting forward, looking for the time. Transfer, but Mata a little bit faster on that draw.
मत हो गई 2v2 2v1
Loita, Scuba catching a glimpse of each other. And the spike silently being ushered back out through cannons, leaving Scuba on an island. See if he could sink or swim in this.
Scuba यहीं पे बैठा है भाई.
Any kill he gets is going to be value. Any time he buys is going to be value. It seems like BBL are none the wiser to his presence.
Well, they're trying to figure out where he went.
Oh, he saw a little bit.
30 seconds left.
I mean, he's just keeping them completely contained.
मार साले को. Nice.
Able to find Lovers Rock. Spike in the meanwhile being planted on A. And this has been brilliant from Scuba.
क्या मैच चल रही है भाई अड्डा गड्ढा मैच चल रही है यहाँ पे
One smoke available, nothing more. And the clutch from here would be absolutely back-breaking for NRG. I don't think there would be a recovery. They're nearly lined up for him. Finds the first. Turns back. Maybe a sound made by Brock. Has to try to clear him out.
Oh my God!
Now going to be spotted. Loita knows that he's in position, but it's not going to be planted for him. He does not have a snake bite to try to delay this one. He's just going to swing the corner.
Allah. भाई almost हक दिए थे ये लोग. Oh my God, भाई.
So impressive the way that Scuba navigates that round. Loita still also had a great call of his own to push A main there. But Scuba just absolutely tore them apart with the way he was moving around his smokes. He was anticipating that they were going to try to check him over the wall, so he was ducking in and out to keep them guessing. And they never found him until it was too late. And it's so close. I mean, Loita wanted to get that to half so bad before he pulled off, and Scuba knew it. Right there on top of it.
Timeout call now. NRG looking to bring this map to its end. BBL trying to find that reset. Did well to get to this point in the first place. Can they go a little bit deeper to extend this overtime?
Well, BBL are no strangers to overtimes here at EWC. They've been involved in a couple. So definitely have that experience under their belts, but NRG has plenty of their own. So let's see what the coach of BBL has got into the players' minds for this round. Maybe just a simple A split, kind of what it's looking like, but you got to make sure you clear that top mid area. A couple players up there. Very scary if that, yeah, I was going to say, if anything gets a reveal here, somebody's dead.
Kiko alone, forward, still able to find one, gets the...
Oh my god. Nice one, nice one. हो गया. NRG जीती. Finally. मार दे.
As Rose trying to fight back can only find the one, and now it is all on Krevin. The spot out, the tuck back, the spike still on the floor. Surely this is it. Surely this is map 3. Completely surrounded, trapped in place. No other hope, no other recourse. And NRG ensuring that they do not give him any 1v1s, that they do not give him any opportunity to even get that ball rolling. Similar to Loida, Krevin knows that he has to fight for it if he wants to have any chance in this, but there's a high-low set.
Nice.
We'll take it down.
Oh.
Another full day of games. We are going the distance. That final spot in the grand
Let's
final
go.
100 Thieves is going to be settled on Lotus.
So hotly contested, NRG
doesn't
falter after a devastating map 1. And it takes overtime, but they get there. Only one more map to find out who's going to be joining 100 Thieves in that grand finals tomorrow. What a series, what a map. The comebacks all over the place, the individual plays, absolutely ridiculous. It's NRG, who I think strategically just a little bit more in the tank in the long run, have given themselves another chance, another hope.
Well, plenty to talk about in that massive 26 round map of 3, so let's send things back over to Degon on the analyst desk.
Thank you so much.
NRG का बोला था ना, कमबैक बढ़िया है उनका बेंचो. ये कब कैसे खेल जाएगी किसी को घंटा पता नहीं चलेगा बेंचो.
We go to overtime. NRG looked listless. Kakuka was saying they were
W भाई, NRG W है.
And they find the form here after a terrible start on this second map. They get the job done.
And what an entertaining map that we just saw, especially in that overtime. That first run was absolutely insane. Loita played it beautifully. But yes, kudos to what NRG was able to do. This is the NRG that I expect, because if you're to tell me, if you look at the scoreboard, I do not care who had the most kills. I saw them playing as a team. I saw Ethan being an absolute pain in the ass with the KO, breaking the time and time.
इतना जितना खेल नहीं पा रहा था देखा.
BBL wanted to go onto the side. Same goes for Mata, playing the harbor amazingly. There were so many pieces of utility that BBL did not have a counter for. They made it so easy for NRG to win in the second half.
I mean, I feel like it's a map, the macro, they just understand it. They understand that harbor and they know how to make it work. And to add onto that, I feel like we spoke about their composure. We spoke about their ability to lift trophies. We know they have it. Back against the wall, that's when they start to play their best. That's when the heroes start to show on this squad, and they dig themselves out of that hole.
Yeah, well, the hole started at 6-2, and it required one player to continue plowing forward, and it was Kiko on the jet, just making play after play, despite the fact that it felt like no one else was doing anything on NRG in those first 8 rounds.
Yeah, that's exactly it. We saw the scoreboard even out as the game went on. I felt like the rest of NRG got themselves into it, but they needed every single round that they managed to steal away on this first half, and it was Keiko doing a lot of that. We also saw a big step up from Brock there as well. At times, this kind of like 2v2 for a lot of the game.
Yeah, absolutely. Brock also in the second pistol. I think he had a 4K. Look at how many of these replays you see Brock's recon and then Kiko following up to them. Look at the amount of assists and how incredibly well they're mixing and matching. You see the Ethan, the knife. There was a lot of kills across the smokes. It's the year that we live in. We know it's happening. There's nothing we can do about it. But in so many of those things, seriously, this is the energy that I wanted to see in map 1. The ones that they can actually combine, play as a team, and just prove that they really understand macro this game.
Yeah, and the story of this match was how much better BBL looked at the start of it. I mean, it was aggression. There was a couple of plays where they just used their util mid right away, catch out a couple members of NRG, and then they have the round 1. It was just so fun to watch them and then see NRG regroup and try to figure it out, and ultimately able to do so.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like you see the nerves creep in. You feel that, this is a young squad. They're incredibly young. This is their second ever international tournament. And in Santiago, they couldn't make it happen. They weren't that close. And I feel like I'm a little bit worried now that we saw that doubt creep in, that we saw that inability to close the games. We feel that inexperience compared to the wealth of it on the side of NRG. I'm scared for them now. Lotus is a map where NRG, it is a map. It's a map where NRG have been fantastic.
It is a map.
NRG haven't lost this yet here at EWC, and they're the ones with the momentum.
It's even worse. I think that overall in the entire year, they're in a 12-2 record. And with the composition that they're playing now they've removed the Neon, they still have not lost. But something that we also learned about BBL is it does not matter how hard the second loss has been, they always have the capabilities of bouncing back. For the entirety of playoffs now, we are
BBL का नहीं पता कब क्या खेल जाएगी. ठीक है, NRG जैसे खेल के वो भी खेल सकती है. No idea. क्योंकि BBL ने one sided मारा था इसमें. हमारा इस वाले मैप एवन पे one sided मार दिया.
He just started bunny hopping around and eventually gets taken down. But it was this man right here that started the run for NRG. Brock on the pistol round specifically. Paper Thin called it out. He has been essential for them for staying in it, and then eventually on round 13 wins it with a 4K.
I would not blame anyone for just thinking about the Odin when you see Brock. We saw it on Haven. You will see it in a lot of the maps. But please, if you respect him as a player, watch this game. We've been seeing it. The utility is absolutely perfect. He turned out when his team needed him the most.
I thought he did an excellent job. He kept his team right there in it exactly when they needed it. This man won MVP at Champions here in Paris last year. He's not content with going down without a fight.
All right, well, one map separates both these squads. Who will make it on into the grand final? Joining 100 Thieves, we'll find out after this short break. You're watching EWC 2026.
What's up everyone? Welcome to the
भाई एक डाउट है मैं अपने दोस्त के पीसी में खेला वैलोरेंट. हाँ ठीक है. हाँ अरे फिर क्या हो गया भाई, ये हटा क्यों दे, पढ़ने भी नहीं देते भाई. हाँ वैलोरेंट वो D2 का है पर उनका हाई रैंक के लॉबी में एंड हाई रैंक की लॉबी मिल रही है एंड ओपोनेंट में आ रही है. मतलब एक सेकेंड. ऑपोजिट में हाई रैंक मिल रही है कि उसके टीम में हाई रैंक मिल रही है, कौन सी बता ठीक से, मुझे वो जानना है पहले. वो हाई रैंक लॉबी में जा रहा है एंड अपोजिट भी हाई रैंक लॉबी, दोनों। हाँ हो सकती है, क्यों नहीं हो सकती। ऑब्वियसली भाई, हाई रैंक लॉबी में जाओगे तो हाई रैंक ही आएगी ना। देखिए मॉर्टल एंड एसेंडेंट, हाँ ऑब्वियसली भाई, अगर तू उनके साथ खेलेगा असेंडेंट टीमों बंदों के साथ तो ऑब्वियसली आएंगे ही। तो असेंडेंट वालों के साथ खेलेगा जैसा असेंडेंट 3-2 के साथ, तो इमोर्टल के बंदे आ जाएंगे। चोट लगी है उसे। वो D2 का है भाई, कैसे कुछ ट्रिक है या गेम का एल्गोरिथम? भाई देख, D2 के बंदे अगर स्टैक खेलते हैं या किसी के साथ लाइक असेंडेंट 2 के प्लेयर्स के साथ खेलते हैं, ठीक है, या स्टैक में इमोर्टल भी है, ठीक है, तो ऑब्वियसली ओपोनेंट में इमोर्टल असेंडेंट इजीली आएंगे भाई। तू डायमंड 2 जाएगा, ऑब्वियसली असेंडेंट 1-2 के बंदे आएंगे ओपोनेंट में, उसके टीम में, सबके टीम में ही आएगा। एमएमआर जैसा, एमएमआर पे डिपेंड करता है ना उसका। कभी एमएमआर अच्छा हो, लाइक किसी का हाई हो जाता है तो ऑब्वियसली उसका अच्छी लॉबी आने लग जाती है, और अगर उसका एमएमआर गिर जाता है तो तब लो लॉबी। कुछ है नहीं, नहीं तो उससे ज़्यादा कुछ है नहीं भाई इसमें। कुछ एल्गोरिदम वगैरह कहाँ से आ गया इसमें, ऐसा कुछ है नहीं भाई। जस्ट गेम थिंग्स। एंड वो साला 3 वीक से सिर्फ 7 मैच हारा है, बाकी के जीता। दिन का 10-20 मैच खेलता है, ऐसे कैसे हो सकता है भाई? दिन का 10-20 मैच खेलता है जब, तो अब तक उसको रेडिएंट होना था। और तू बोल रहा है कि महीने में 7 जी हारा है बस, ऐसे तो हो ही नहीं सकता भाई। भाई दिन का 20 खेलना मुंह की बात नहीं है। तुझे तू दिन का 20 कैसे खेल सकता है भाई? 24 घंटे में तू एक एक मैच 45 मिनट का होता है, कैसे दिन का 20 मिनट का खेल सकता, 20 खेल सकता है भाई? उसको कहीं जाना नहीं होता है, उसको लाइक खाना वाना कुछ नहीं होता है, सिर्फ गेम खेलता है खाना वाना छोड़ के। दिन का 20 कैसे खेल सकता है वो? 10 भी ठीक से नहीं खेल पाएगा भाई। मैं भी इतना, जब मैं ग्राइंड कर रहा था तब कितना हो सकता है, 10 मैच भी ठीक से नहीं खेल पाएगा वो। मैं ऑन स्ट्रीम जब 10-10 घंटे की स्ट्रीम करता था तब मैं मुश्किल से आई थिंक 8 से 9 मैचेस खेल पाता था। मैं जब 14-15 घंटे की स्ट्रीम करता था तब मैं 10-11 मैचेस खेलता था। मैं और मेरे दोस्त का सिट्टी पिट्टी गुल हो गया भाई। ऐसा हो ही नहीं सकता कि दिन का 10-20 मैच खेल रहा हो और बंदा सिर्फ 7 हार रहा हो, वो भी महीने में। इट्स इम्पॉसिबल भाई। हाँ भाई, पर उसका हिस्ट्री में मैक्स 16। भाई हिस्ट्री में क्या सीन है पता है तुझे? पिछले दिन का भी मैच दिखता है, तो ये मत सोच कि उसने एक ही दिन में 10-20 खेला होगा, समझ रहा है? एक दिन में 10-20 नहीं खेल सकते भाई, और एक दिन में 10-20 खेलेगा ऐसा माइनस होने लग जाएगा तो खुद ही बोलेगा कि नहीं चाहिए छोड़ो, ये बोलने लग जाएगा तो ऐसे थोड़ी होता है। दिन का 10-20 इज इम्पॉसिबल भाई। वो पिछले दिन का हुआ रहता है या रात को 1 से समझ, वो रात को खेला होगा 1 से 3-4 बजे तक खेला होगा, फिर सो गया होगा, उठ के फिर से खेला होगा, ऐसा सीन हो सकता है। बट कंटिन्यूस 10-20 मैच खेल ही नहीं सकता कोई।
Crazy diffuses, crazy rounds, clutches. I feel like we have seen it all. And there's not a better place for these two teams to find their way onto the grand final. For Mata, having such an abysmal start of this best of 3, this
अगर हैक यूज कर रहा होता तो तक बैन, आईडी बैन हो चुकी होती, ठीक है, उसका सीधा आईडी नहीं, सीधा वो परमानेंटली पीसी से ही वो खेल नहीं पाता, और उसको फिर से उसको खेलने के लिए वो कुछ करना पड़ता, बायोस वगैरह चेंज करने पड़ते उसे। अगर इतना स्किल्स होता तो अब तक वो रेडिएंट होता। 10-20 मैच खेल रहा है और महीने में 7 हार रहा है, वो जो कह रहा है वो इट्स इम्पॉसिबल भाई। वो अभी तक तो रेडिएंट होता, तू समझ बात को, तू बात जो बोल रहा है वो भी तो सोच के बोल। 10-20 मैच खेल रहा है और वो अभी तक स्टिल डायमंड 2 है। ऐसा भी नहीं कि वो इमॉर्टल है, वो डायमंड 2 है। कंटिन्यूसली थोड़ा भाई, तूने क्या बोला, दिन का 10-20 मैच, 10-20 मैच कंटिन्यूस छोड़ के खेल ही नहीं सकते। मैंने नहीं भाई,
a very good map too, I know, and again, do not look at the score, but seriously, the impact that they were finding and the way to tame BBL is something that not many teams in the world have been able to do.
No idea. ललित भाई हमारे।
This is why they're so good on Lotus. It's natural. Last time these two teams played in Santiago, it went to map 3. NRG got it done. 17-15. It can't get any closer between these two squads. Will the same thing come true again today?
The World Championship form has been flashed by NRG, but will they be able to hold on to it against the kids from Turkey? BBL and NRG for one more time. They go on to the server, and on the call, it is Achilleos and Paper Thin.
A final map to round out the evening. NRG scraping by with the victory on Breeze, 14-12. Now we go over to Lotus. The desk talking about it.
ऐसे भाई मुझे भी नहीं समझ आ रहा तेरा और मेरा लॉजिक से, मैं पर उसका एग्जीक्यूशन मेथड नहीं समझ आ रहा। ऐसा हो ही नहीं सकता भाई। छोड़ो भाई, मुझे क्या, जिसको जो खेलना है खेले, जो करना है। अच्छी बात है वो, अब क्या है स्किल्स है, क्या कर रहा हूँ हमको भी नहीं पता, उनको भी, तुमको भी नहीं पता, बस खत्म, बात खत्म।
That is a season 8, but they ate a little bit late on the back end of that one, so ultimately damage found not going to be too heavy, but Mata's still going to be able to find what is it, the shooting gallery.
पहला राउंड एनआरजी से निकालते हुए
feeling it, and this map, it's been rocky for BBL. That's not the start you wanted. You're feeling like you had an opportunity, close it out on Breeze, have that resilience to bounce back on a map where NRG very, very strong. Even
आज एनआरजी गांड फाड़ दी भाई। ईथन उठ के उसको मार ना दे, उस बच्चे को। बच्चा जो कर रहा है ना भाई, नेक्स्ट लेवल है भाई। ईथन मार देगा भाई उठ के उसे। हाँ ठीक है भाई, रहने दे, अब जिसको मिली है मिलने दे ना, शांत रहे, तुझे भी मिल जाएगी कभी ना कभी।
He splits them. Isn't able to get the shots to go.
Just a hair too late. Too early on the second. We'll go for the repeat. Nothing to be seen there. And again, it's a cutaway, empty-handed. So far, able to scale up. Mata now dead. Rock just swinging, cleans him up with a classic, and with that kill, him dead at Baby Door. They
भाई ये लोग अंदर आके बाहर जा रहे हैं। वाह भाई। What is supporting NRG? Hell nah। भाई ये लोग सेव राउंड क्या खेल रही है भाई? Nice।
Finds that elimination. The right clicks from Lover's Rock, not quite being able to take him down. So some damage found, but widely. Now BBL halted in their tracks. Any more damage they could get certainly would be significant. 10 seconds remaining. Swing at the corner.
GG's and bye। Perfect choice। लॉल हाथ ही चला गया।
Well, it's a little bit of a bounce back there, and Mata just kind of laughing off whatever happened to him over at Baby Door. Not too sure, but the big problem here is you try to make this cross as BBL. You don't have that extra layer of smokes like NRG does. You don't have that Viper, so you're not going to be able to set up that ability to make those pivots as easily. Therefore, Brock's able to punish it. There were no smokes in Loita's back pocket at that moment. Ethan just running it down. Trying to go for the late season.
हाँ भाई हम दोनों सबर कर रहे हैं। मुझे सबर करने की जरूरत नहीं है भाई। तू सबर कर। मुझे सबर करने की कोई जरूरत नहीं है।
Possible for BBL to deny this bonus conversion. With that weaker weaponry, the outlaw unable to find single shot kills unless it's a headshot.
कुछ चीजें पर्सनल होती है, अच्छी समझ रहा है।
One of the two duelists of BBL left dead on the floor.
Ethan, just a phantom to hold this angle all alone. Spams. Oh my god, he could have done so much more damage there. That could have been so much worse for BBL. Only gets a little bit.
भाई NRG कुत्ता बना रही है अभी।
But he's got the pretty good read right now. Tap of the door, and NRG's committing to this A-side hold with just 2 seconds left. Oh. Thank God for full armor.
Rock still hungry for this one. Spam from Ethan, unable to connect. Rock trying to get these bandit shots to go, but it's going to be Loita counter swinging, taking him down, and Ethan will just be overwhelmed completely at backside. Snake bite out.
ठीक है, अगर मेरा सबर का फल मीठा निकला तो मीठा ही तो होना चाहिए। ओह माय गॉड, एंटी स्कूबा। कुछ तो निकल गया था।
On the clock.
Yeah,
that ends up being, in the end, still good damage dealt in a bonus, but absolutely could have been the round win.
It has to be, as you say, just nobody really aware. Yeah, the coaches.
तुझे सबर का फल तीखी चाहिए क्या? या कड़वी चाहिए क्या? हमें तो मीठी चाहिए भाई।
Just disgusting. The fact that Rose was at 10 HP there means he had no choice. No option but to get out of the way of that snake bite too.
Rock with a showstopper now. Try to tie this up, and Kiko not stopping. Finds Loita off the rip.
कौन गा रहा है?
Now you're feeling even more inclined.
साइफर गा रहा है।
Showstopper in this one.
साइफर चल एक कॉपीराइट लगवा ही दे मेरा।
Can he find value?
अरे मैं डबल मीनिंग में क्यों लूँ तेरी हर बात? तू हर चीज डबल मीनिंग में लेगा मतलब क्या? मैं भी लूँ। तुझे जो सोचना है सोच। मैं डबल मीनिंग में लूंगा ही नहीं, मुझे कोई लेना ही नहीं है डबल मीनिंग में। Oh.
Again, and Rose will be able to find that first kill of many that are necessary.
He's at least gonna get the plant in. Oh my god.
एग्जाम्पल साइरेक्स मीठा भाई मैं मीठा होने लग गया तो फिर तुम लोग रहोगे नहीं.
Swing in though. NRG just giving him too many targets. Unable to isolate these quite just yet. As the showstopper is going to be sent out. We'll be able to find the one.
Oh. Oh my god, almost निकाल दिया था इसने भाई. कांडी फाड़ रखी है इन लोगों ने भी. ये लोग क्लोज राउंड्स निकाल नहीं पाते पता नहीं कैसे. ये कोई ना अच्छा है एनर्जी के लिए. अगने तो ऐसे.
Confusing. It's going to be a little bit all over the place. They can put together a little bit of a buy if they want, but I mean, with this Viper in the mix, it makes it so difficult as the attackers. So many extra question marks on the map because that toxic screen cuts off so much of A. So much space to clear, and trying to clear those angles is when NRG started striking, started picking BBL apart piece by piece. I mean, they were just leaning A the whole way. It just feels like right now BBL is not able to strategically find the same level that their opponents have. We know they can shoot, there's no doubt about that. But when you're going up against Ethan and the NRG boys, and the coaching from Bonkar, it's so tough because they're so adaptive. I mean, you look at the history of NRG throughout so many series, especially internationally, it's almost
अच्छा इतना सब्र है तुझे लॉल.
honest at the very least. If you're going to beat them, you're going to have to dig deep. You're going to have to
ललित भाई लग गए तेरे फिर से.
Series that they played against each other at Santiago. It was two fairly one-sided maps in exchange. I think 13-6, 13-7 versus each other into then I think a 17-15 overtime on split for NRG to take the win. We've already gotten our overtime map. I think it comes down to having another one, or we'll just follow the script, and this ends up being a blowout map in NRG's favor to close it.
Easy to lean C right now. Mata's holding that aggressive angle with the Outlaw. Only Lover's Rock wouldn't die to it in one tap.
And with his own showstopper as a potential backup.
Got a lot of answers to this problem. And oh yeah, Brock's got an Odin. And you still have that Vice wall to clear. I mean, this is...
I mean, water is wet and bears shit in the woods. Like, he's got an Odin in his hand.
भाई चैंपियन 26 की कटाना सही आ रही है भाई. मैं ले रहा.
Somebody will say water isn't actually wet.
चलो मैं रुका आया.
I don't want to do that. Wet is the state of being.
Yes, yes.
Okay. As long as we're on the same page. Well, that's the one player you want there, but he still goes down anyway.
Gets out scot-free.
Catch them.
Slide around the corner. LaRock needing to win this fight, but Ethan... Oh, he's feeling it now.
Spike down A.
Mata unable to go up over the top. It still is going to be here at drop. Showstopper at the ready. Ready to be ripped. Kraven just the only one with a Vandal. Would have to put up Herculean numbers here, but cannot find it. Mata gets himself a third. NRG get a fourth.
Just so much map control that they're able to take from the beginning to the end. I mean, this is textbook how to play Lotus. Get the solo duelist with the sniper rifle pushed up at rubble. You've got your sentinel util over on the other side of the map. You can just completely lock out your opponents. You play to trap them into the crossfires over at A. Mata does a great job individually. It's the X's and O's. That is NRG with 4 ults, only 3 for BBL.
Where are you?
I'd say you got a little bit of an advantage with NRG with that showstopper.
With everything that you have.
Yes.
You have to back into a bind, and you just take the weapons away with the Steel Garden.
It's less than ideal here for BBL. But this toxic screen's so annoying because then they can clear in front of it. And they could, in theory, bring a player up through Baby Door again, and BBL has to respect that. Look at the diligence. Prowler to check tree to make sure that nobody scaled through the door. And now you can just pivot back over to C. If they go B, so be it, but you have a showstopper and they don't. With all this Vice util, they can get through. They still have two blast
मैं उसके साथ हंसी मजाक कर रहा था, मुझे कोई फर्क नहीं। लॉल। गलत बात ललित भाई, गलत बात।
And that's them completely contained. Several of the weapons now out of their hands. Brock.
गलत बात ललित भाई।
Maybe he thought he had a little bit more time to try to get in position. He was critically wrong. Potential freebie now. Basically handed over to BBL. Sata is going to be caught trying to backpedal. Krevin takes him out. And how in the hell has this gone so wrong?
I'm left scratching my head. I just kind of assumed this round looked pretty cooked. BBL found their opportunity, found their moment. And Brock, an uncharacteristic mistake from him, basically costs you the round. Hey, that was the Steel Garden invested there too. I'm just like, this is perfect. You use the Steel Garden to counter the Nightfall.
No, it looked brilliant.
It did. Until it didn't.
Which was very quickly thereafter. She's so far out, the wall hadn't even been tripped yet.
Right.
Puzzling, to say the very least, but a lifeline handed to BBL that they will happily take every day of the week.
He just made the assumption that they were going to rotate away, I think, and it was very wrong. That's a momentum changer potentially here. I mean, you're still fine as NRG. You're still going to be able to buy into this. You still have an operator for Mata. He still has a showstopper. So you can recover, spare the blushes a bit, but...
There.
Well, let's see. So you're at least able to, again, kind of show a force there for BBL. Maybe looking for some kind of response here from NRG. I mean, the response has generally been that Mata pushes space, and I think that's what they want to look for, what they want to punish. But this time around, Mata changing his position because of that op. He's got the smoke in his face.
Oh my god.
He has the rifle.
And he's got the spray, he's got the timing. He's got Lover's Rock dead on the floor.
Face your fear.
Missed that he swapped there.
Scuba, worried for a second, but seems like he's going to be just all right as Mata. Not quite looking down. Will hit the floor and has that paint shell. For a second, looked like he was going to be able to get him from beyond the grave. Doesn't really matter too much, though. Mata will fall, but the rest of the team still benefiting, still profiting, still advancing forward. 5-2 is Krevin. I mean, no other real recourse here. Camera set up, tuck away.
30 seconds left.
Trying to wait things out.
Well, this is kind of more what you expect from NRG. They're willing to let you overcommit. And they pounce on you at that A space right by the orb. Okay.
10
NRG able to go back to business. Open the doors after just a little bit of a hiccup. Krevin, there should be absolutely no danger here, so we move on. BBL still struggling to find real answers.
Some of it is just unlucky. You know, the game sense and timing there from Mata to be able to find that blind kill, and it just felt like after that point, they just lost track. They didn't know what to do, what they were capable of, where they could go.
It's tough these days. I mean, teams have gotten really good about knowing those timings and those angles that you can spam through smokes.
Oh, a little bit of an up and over, Kiko. Backpedaling very quickly, avoids getting caught. The overdrive will be invested by Lover's Rock, but as they pump the brakes, okay. That means that the ult will expire. Obviously, he still does have a Vandal behind this one, but it's good.
Watching here.
Big kill found by Loita outside of A.
That may be the breathing room you need to make that A hit finally work reliably. It's just take some time to get there, it looks like. I mean, Rose trying to drum up more attention over at C, but NRG's still pretty well figured this out.
They haven't been able to scale at all. You have to know that there's going to be a bit more here, and Brock is just going to be looking to play around these thin walls.
Oh boy, this is scary.
Blinding.
Oh, door hit. Then again, maybe he gets overwhelmed, but no!
Spike down.
Of course not, he's still favored there.
30 seconds left.
Manages to find 3. As Ethan looks to try to keep them contained, backpedals away, C's at the ready.
Take hold.
Retreats up to upper on the B site. C's dodged. Going for the plant, the smoke out. Loita. Try that paranoia, but still close enough to find Ethan. Smoke falling, Krevin cleans up Kiko. The camera out and Scuba gonna be noted. Clears that, the dart having to be removed. Trying to bait them forward. A cheeky attempt, but it's the 4K to the Omen as BBL right back on their feet.
बच्चा फिर उड़ गया ये बच्चा फिर उड़ गया
I mean, Loita bails them out. This looked like round over right here.
ओडिन से गाना मार दी तीनों
Just shredder. But Krevin finds a big kill there too, but it's really Loita. Huge from him. And even though NRG playing some of the early macro pretty well, the fact that you lose Mata early there actually ends up costing you. Okay, there's another early kill.
Able to find if Mata will be able to make that an equal exchange. The opposite side of the map. Want over towards Rubble and Mata. I mean, he is in very deep at the moment. Can they clear him? One Prowler remaining. Showstopper, maybe even just push the corner. Jump peek, seeing nothing. Mata now. Pushes past that smoke. Does get noted. Makes his retreat. Ethan at the same time playing it quietly now. Strikes. Finds one. Finds Mata. Checks back. Finds Loita to boot. Now just grabbing in a 1v3.
Nice.
Mata has him dead in his sights. The 3K for the Rays. And 6-3 now on the board from this defender side.
Fans getting into it. Telling BBL to sit back down. This is what we want to see. The big man delivering big moments for NRG.
Bro. Nice, bro. Nice.
The call, yeah, he's crediting Ethan here because Ethan is saying, you can bail out of this. I'm going to tuck behind Rubble. They're not going to be ready for that. We're just going to do a little push and pull, and we are just going to completely dismantle them. That's exactly what they did, and now a week by, BBL. I mean, Loita only has a classic, for God's sake. 3 Sheriffs. Lover's Rock again with the hero rifle. Ooh, timing there. Krevin able to sneak past.
Door is broken.
That, he might get Ethan here. Just depends.
Oh, he's got him. He's got him.
Ooh.
Got him. Never in doubt.
Yeah.
Ethan.
Be responsible for that one. Cursing it, but Paranoia now going to be sent through Brock, quickly scaling up into B, but it's going to be the pivot coming through as Mata tries to get back onto the line. Clears the Prowler though. Doesn't want to go for the re-peek, and now there's going to be a smoke in his face. Consideration for the paint shell, but it's better suited for use from top of the rope.
Planted.
Holds it for the moment. Let's see if there's anybody that he can spot. Clears out the plant spot. Scuba swinging forward. LaRock immediately going to be the smash as Kiko's able to find Loita.
Nice. हो जाए नहीं 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 ये नहीं करना है Nice one.
Rose at drop.
Double round.
7-3. NRG continuing to
NRG जीतेगी. Let's go. NRG जीतेगी.
Yeah, I mean, now you can see that BBL is starting to try new ideas, new things. I think if they have better guns in this round, this might actually work. You know, you get Krevin into B site undetected, using that toxic screen against NRG a bit. But then from there, just not enough in the tank. The site hold's just too good. NRG very good on the retake too, of course, had tremendous advantages in a couple different ways. Pink shell in hand here. Sata up top, can't get the shot.
Oh, miss किया इसने.
We're gonna keep pressuring him though. Boombot to try to slow them down just a bit, but again it's Krevin.
A great lurk forward. Completely catches them off.
Oh my God, भाई.
LaRock with that kill, but Brock still here, still standing. Now the Steel Garden going to be invested as they once again get ushered back towards A. Scuba. Sat here silently waiting for his opportunity. Flush against the box. The check coming through.
Hagas. Scuba एक तो मार लेता यार.
Gets cleaned up now. Brock and Kiko try to see if they can make a go of this. Tanks the Nightfall. Allows them to look elsewhere for Kiko. Clear of the Hawn, Brothers Rock. The op in hand, able to find him. It's the Odin, spraying and praying, rewarded for one more, but Rose lurking from just below. Finds the kill, 2 players survive. BBL.
गलत खेल रहा फिर से.
A chance to make this a 7-5 half.
I am so impressed with Krevin today overall. This is another moment where he's able to slip the net when Ethan doesn't expect it. He's got some good reads on how to bypass that toxic screen. The op over into Lover's Rock hands. That means you can have 2 players watching Brock up top. Isolate that fight. And even though Brock, very pesky, still able to deal with him eventually.
Ooh, I mean, a reprieve there for Ethan. It was a long wait on that Prowler, eventually having to be cleared out. Oh, Kiko.
Nice, Rao. Nice. W.
A terrible way to try to start off this final round of the
Nice.
goes up and over.
Down A.
Rose eliminated. Kiko trying to survive into the corner. Wills able to stick around with just 15 HP.
No, but anywhere you go now is BBL. Doesn't look easy.
Face your fear.
Completely deafened up. Can't see a damn thing. Hawn gets the ping out. Ethan gets Krevin dead. LaRock in a 1v5. Only find the first kill. It's 8-4 NRG. A powerful performance on this defender's half. BBL on the back foot. They need this pistol. They want to try to start building up any kind of momentum.
You should be really impressed with the way that NRG handles themselves on Lotus defensively. The way that they're able to use that toxic screen to really take a lot more control on A in a kind of unusual fashion. You're so used to seeing everybody take A by fighting for rubble. They take A by waiting for you to have to go past, and you have no information, you have no idea what's going on.
The fans fired up. They're being rewarded with some very good balance. Send things over to the stage with Ian.
Paris, comment ça va tout le monde? This is the kind of semi-final we wanted at the very beginning. We said at the start of the day that this could be 2 back-to-back series that go all the way, and that is what we are enjoying here at the STC Arena. Of course, BBL versus NRG. Only one of them will get a shot at this trophy and that $2 million prize pool in the grand final tomorrow. So Paris, who's it gonna be? Let's try that again. Kiva Gagne. BBL! Or will it be NRG? Listen, all of us together now. This is an epic series. Make some noise together. Faites-du bruit! This is iconic. Cannot wait to get right back into the action with our casters.
Right back in. We get ready to go. NRG, a 4-round advantage. Swapping over to the attacker side. BBL need one hell of a defense if they want to get back into this, if they want to stop this from being an All-America's Grand Final.
If anybody can do it at this tournament, I feel like it could be BBL with the brilliance that they've been able to put together on some of these rounds, on some of these maps, but their defender side can be rather good. They shut out EDG one time.
Evan Tuck wanted to play off of that trip, and now we'll try to strike, but Ethan swings in, hearing the shot. Dispatches him immediately. Plant quickly coming through. All 4 players scaling back through A lobby. Thorns at the ready to deny access. Clark Rose going to be cleared out. Shadows traveling. One-way situated towards drop. Paranoia ready to fly. It's the relay bolt. Gets chucked in as well. LaRock with that sheriff in hand, able to find the one. Finds himself a second. Mata going to be taken down. As Rose gets involved with Kiko. All of a sudden, takes down 2. LaRock's been spotted. And the pistol once again goes the way of NRG.
They have had such a turnaround in the pistols. They lost the first 3, they've won the next 3. This is chaos, and the fact that Krevin doesn't get anything there is so brutal. Because I think otherwise you probably are going to be able to barely squeak this round out as BBL, but not able to get at least one from that tucked in surprise position. Devastating. BBL, there is going to be a bandit in LaRock's hands. He wants to at least try to be the difference maker, probably feeling it after that first pistol. And he has to be the difference maker. You need that superstar player to step up right here, right now. But it's a good pivot from the side of NRG. They have completely gotten BBL to go to the other side of the map. Now they're making noise, and Rose, though, should hear all of this, and he's just kind of tucking in next to the door. He hasn't called the troops over. I think they're anticipating another pivot or something, but there's been 0 resistance here.
I have the spike.
Oh, they are actually going to pivot.
Almost down.
It took so long.
Still a good amount of time. But is this just an elaborate ruse? A pump fake?
It's working.
I think Ethan's just going to go try to bait them, make a fake. Just give them false information.
This is so annoying.
Rose to be the one to try to check. Thinking it upon himself, but starting to get a decent assessment. That tap of the door, I think they're just not in the range to actually hear that one. They're just going to send a smoke over to A and hope for the best. Swing forward, Mata able to find 2 before getting traded out.
Spike down, C.
Decent shot from LaRock, but they need so much more. And Kiko posted up on top of the box, able to find another 2 kills. All 3 to round it
क्या
out.
मारी भाई, क्या मारी. Let's go. NRG कहते.
Maybe looked and felt a little overcooked here from NRG, but the rifles
3 निकाले
reign
इसने
supreme.
भाई.
The Phantom and the Vandal do all of the killing there. So, even though you have a pretty good read on that round, I think overall as BBL actually didn't really matter. Now you're staring at a 6-round deficit to try to get back into this map. BBL, again, slightly better on their defender side in recent history on this map, but other than that time they 12-0'd EDG on their defender side, it's been relatively close. It's a lot of like 7-5s that are in there. And especially after losing that pistol, feels like that may just not be enough. Pretty ferocious buy for NRG. Spectre for Ethan, but rifles otherwise. Brock and the Guardian.
Loita, top of rubble, clears it, tries to reposition. Rose able to peel back one kill, but Loita just doesn't go deep enough on the teleport to break the sight lines. Clear of the thorns to slide forward. Lovers Rock trying to fight back, but he's just out on an island now, all alone. Sets up that fast lane, swings that corner, and Mata is ready and waiting.
Oh my god. Oh my god. कुत्ता बना दिया भाई इनका. कुत्ता बना दिया टैगिंग में भाई. GG's है भाई.
Planted. Nothing he can do. Just has to go. What a beautiful paranoia from Kiko there, by the way. That completely shut down that re-hit from BBL. It caught two players. It made it so Lovers Rock couldn't scale off of his relay bolt. It isolated them and allowed NRG to reset, take that fight cleanly. Beautiful. Beautiful work from NRG. And just an uncomfortable rubble fight at the start of this round for BBL. That high-low setup, they had a moment.
भाई ये गांड फटके इसकी भाई वो सी पे आ गया लोड़ा.
They got caught by the Haunt.
No way भाई. इसको सीधा इतना गांड फटे कि सी पे आ गया ये.
Not really quite there. That's, you'd think, the coffin being closed.
Yeah, it feels like curtains on this one. NRG just winning out in every single regard, at every twist and turn. 11-4. Just absolute brutality. So a timeout call to be made by BBL.
It's tough. I mean, the toxic screen here, really annoying to deal with, because when NRG wants to re-clear over towards A, makes it a lot harder for you as the defenders to have a good setup for it, because they can tuck in behind it, and then all of a sudden there's 5 players there, and what do? You know, you got to hit the craziest transfer of your life, and that's not a high percentage play. So maybe just got to get a little bit more proactive on other parts of the map potentially. But that's tough too, because NRG is constantly kind of ping-ponging around. It makes it really tricky if you want to be, you know, with these double duelist setups, you always talk about how you want to get aggressive on the extremities. You want to try to take some map control, but NRG is so methodical. It makes it so tricky. Mata again thriving. 17 kills.
One away from a showstopper is LaRock, but Mata is there to match. Sees Nate out, Mata! Okay, it's the K damage. Waits it out. Showstopper has been pulled. Spot on the one. Rose dead. The struggle continues for BBL off the rip. And NRG, they're happy with the one and done. They're making their exit from this A side of the map.
And the timing, you
get लोग सीधा मतलब next level का वो speed run कर रहा है ऐसा लग रहा है कभी-कभी.
Should have quite a bit. I mean, there is the camera and a trip over here. Give you some awareness as BBL. I wouldn't be surprised if NRG just clears this cam and accelerates. There you go.
Boombot having to be cleared. Krevin's position known. Mata jumping up over the top, swinging down the paranoid.
Oh, nice one, nice one.
But Ethan trades it back. Still a player advantage in the hands of NRG. Rock with that judge is going to have to go huge. Broken Broad not being rewarded with much. And now from this position, yep, say the judge not going to be finding nearly as much value for you, so the weapon swap going to be necessary. LaRock similarly trying to trade it out, but Lovers Rock has now fallen. Can they find anything at all? To swing out, and Ethan says no. Denies them away.
देखते लोटा क्या करता है. Let's go. 12-4. Let's go guys. Let's go. 12-4 NRG will win. Let's go.
4 players still alive in that round. They advance up to match
W चल रही है भाई. W game चल रही है.
Oh, Ethan.
First match का बदला इन लोगों ने ले लिया direct.
Holding the line. not giving any hope over to BBL.
Come on, boys. Let's go. Good job.
पिछले मैच का सीधा बदला ले रहे हैं भाई ये लोग 13-4 का.
It looks undeniable that it will be America's in that grand finals.
And unfortunately for Lovers Rock, he's following in the footsteps of Mata earlier in this series. Pi has been achieved. 3-14, just has not been able to get off the starting point with this Neon here on Lotus.
After being so good on Breeze, just asked to do so much with this BBL composition, and NRG able to thwart him so many times with some of their util and play. Has aggressively scaled forward this round though. Mata gonna try to keep him in check. Ethan trying to drum up some attention. Let's see if there's anybody who tries to position a counter spam. Nope, they're gonna wait that out and then rescale themselves. So you can see getting aggressive on the map are BBL. They know they have to.
I'm out of here.
Ro's gonna pivot over. No, he's gonna stay on B site. It's gonna be Larak and his showstopper to try to deny this A hit, and the rest of the team hauling to get over there.
Moita needing to buy a decent amount of time here for himself as a showstopper from Larak, gonna be lobbed in. Mata!
Oh my god! What the fuck? ये क्या हुआ? Allah!
He will eventually be
क्या बच्चा है भाई ये?
Finds that kill. Larak takes down Kiko. Tap at the plant.
भाई मारा भाई मारा भाई.
Krevin fires off a shot. Lets him know his
Mada
position.
is
The spike can
crazy
still be
भाई.
ushered over, but they have to get this planted.
नहीं गलत खेल गया इतन भाई तू.
Just enough time. Get over towards default. Brock stunned, trying to escape, but the spam is going to be there.
कोई ना.
Fuse not necessary. BBL will long last. Close out another round win for themselves. The first one in this half.
Well, they're finally able to find that answer that I've been talking about. Just love it. Hit the super jump there, Mata. But it's the way that they're being proactive now with taking a lot of space. You know, we saw it at Mound. They thought about it at B, didn't commit on it. But they know now that they have to. Still some fire. Said it before. The embers of this BBL team do not go out easily. Can reignite in a split second, and Bonkar knows it. That's why he goes for this timeout immediately. Wants to talk about some of the ideas they can implement. Have a lot of rounds to work with, a lot of cushion here. So we'll probably talk about some bigger picture strategic ideas. Felt like they got maybe just a little over creative there in that round, but that being said, it's just really quick reactions from BBL.
7 more, it's what it's going to have to take for BBL. Let's see though what the call looks like for NRG as they look to bring this series to an end and punch their ticket into that grand finals tomorrow. Have the Nightfall, have the From the Shadows. The same could just about be said for BBL though. 1 charge each away from those ults.
Oh, Ethan.
Take a space here, but Ethan just going to silently backpedal.
Let's
away.
go NRG, let's go हो जाए खत्म.
Timely smoke there.
कर दो खत्म.
Nailed him out. Right in front of the C-site mound. Otherwise, if Lover's Rock kept scaling, he was probably dead. But that still gives you kind of this ability to sort of draw a line from the A site over to mound as BBL hold the line. They're pivoting. NRG, now it comes down to timings on when you're going to be able to catch NRG ping-ponging around the map. Lovers Rock trying to get back over quickly, but might get there just in time.
Nightfall out. Trail potentially to betray Krevin if they can track it, but he's just going to go scaling forward. Mana on that entry already gets past him, but Lovers Rock arrives. He's able to find that kill as now TP over.
A site.
ये सेट पूरा खाली भाई.
Posturing forward, watching for that approach. Spike brought in, 1 away from a steel garden is where Brock will be. Swing out, Kiko quickly repositioning, takes the teleport over to the side. Brock situated, and Brock, if he can find anything at all, that ult is going to be sent immediately. 4v4. Kiko reslotting, waiting, looking for Larock.
नहीं हगना नहीं है.
The defuse now coming in. Scuba now striking, drawing their attention onto the flanks as Ethan goes down a drop.
Nice.
Has them lined up.
हो गया W.
Collect the one so far, but Lovers Rock
Easy win.
low. Loita able to find an elimination.
Easy win.
But they haven't even started defusing this. It's not held to half. They have to start going for it.
Allah.
When they needed him the most.
अरे ये क्या कर रहे? थ्रो कर गया भाई.
Gets the defuse. And gets another round.
बेफालतू का थ्रो कर रहा है.
The fact that they're able to recover is insanely impressive here for BBL. This is a great round, a great call. Scuba scaling forward, anticipating these aggressive rotations off of that sort of fake C hit. They're able to TP over, but the spike isn't with the TP. That's the only thing I don't like about this from NRG. If you have the spike in Kiko's hands, that is their round, because the time would have ran out.
Fully agree. And that's those two aforementioned ultimates now gone, but Loita's just gone as well. We'll walk about through that smoke, and Scuba ready and waiting. There's no counter swing available. No punish to be found. Now a consideration of pressuring back out towards rubble, but it does seem like NRG want to try to take this back over to C.
Should be able to check this corner with the Prowler.
Smoke there, do they send it? Boombot try to go through, that doesn't clear him out, but Mana will. Not relying on technology. Just does it himself. A little bit of elbow grease, pushes that corner. Krevin dead. Backs now up against the wall, the overdrive through, and Lovers Rock, he can find
सारे लोग कर दिए
but he
इसने.
cannot find a damn kill.
ईथन को लोग क्या? वाओ.
Rose held in place. Paint shell to the corner. Ethan forced away from the plant, but still plenty of time.
Oh my God, क्या मारा? GG's, let's go. NRG wins. Let's go. भाई NRG सल्यूट है भाई. NRG को सल्यूट है भाई. GG's.
An overtime match sandwiched between two really strong performances from each team respectively. But NRG, the defending world champions, have a chance to add more hardware to their trophy case. What a match!
ईथन तूने मारा क्यों नहीं उस बच्चे को?
The villains of Paris. Only one could come through, but it's going to be
देख समझाया. देख भाई ऐसा मत क्या कर, पिट जाएगा किसी दिन.
NRG versus 100 Thieves. Familiar territory for both of those teams.
भाई वो कितना वो कर रहा है भाई. वो मतलब हर एक राउंड में ऐसे कर रहा है. उनका हारना जरूरी था. उस बच्चे का थोड़ा एटीट्यूड ज्यादा था. इसमें घमंड ज्यादा थी वेंचर. ठीक है भाई, रहनी चाहिए बट इतनी भी नहीं जो कि वेंचर तुम वो करो.
Yet again, a reality.
Wouldn't that be something?
Let's go, guys.
This is just your lucky city. You're just where you go and you find the most success in this one.
भाई, crazy game.
You know, Kiko coming into this team.
Ethan था.
Has been stellar for them. He was
Ethan
just as good today.
For BBL, still tenacious, but still some things to work on for now. Let's send things over to Lou and Ian and hear from Kiko.
Here with Kiko indeed after making it to grand finals.
ईथन अच्छा खेलता है, माड़ा अच्छा खेलता है.
First of all, congratulations. I know it must feel amazing.
ईथन और माड़ा ही दोनों ही अच्छे खेलते हैं. ये ब्रॉक जो है ना, ब्रॉक वो ओडियन प्लेयर है बहन जो गांड फाड़ देता है ओडियन से बहन. और ये स्कूबा तो ठीक ठाक खेलता है एंड कीको भी अच्छा खेलता है. मतलब ठीक है, ये दोनों प्लेयर ठीक खेलते हैं. बाकी माड़ा ईथन अच्छे प्लेयर्स हैं इनके, और ब्रॉक तो मतलब अलग ही, वो ओडियन उठा के गांड ही फाड़ देगा.
vous affrontiez de gros trash talkers en la personne de BBL. Comment vous avez réussi à gérer ça? Est-ce que public? Nous, on s'en fout. Je suis content d'avoir gagné.
Yeah, they're an incredible team, but you were just
Aye,
that little
it was
bit better
crazy
here
game.
today in Paris. The
पिछले
vibes,
मैच
it
का
looks like,
राउंड
within the
मतलब
team
पिछले मैच का इन
are
लोगों ने
pretty
वो
amazing,
बदला ले
and
लिया
it sort of
13-4
was
का
reflected
13-6 का
here with the
खत्म
crowd. Were
किया
you hearing that energy?
Oh yeah, definitely. Like our section was really loud, so we had a lot of like cheering, and it was really nice.
On est très content effectivement au niveau du public de notre
चलो
côté.
guys,
Ça faisait énormément de
मिलते हैं
bruit.
कल फिर से
Et on vous
bye
remercie
bye
parce que ça nous a
हो चुका
effectivement beaucoup aidé. And you know, when we mention NRG, we bring back, you know, the trophy,
आज हो
blah, blah,
चुका
blah,
है
blah, blah, but you were not yet part of that roster last year. So it feels
आज
like you're trying to maybe proving a little bit of points here. So what are your thoughts about this? Are you excited? I mean, I imagine you want to win that trophy and show that with you, it's even better.
I mean, I'm definitely excited. Grand finals
Hey,
in
stop.
Paris, so
क्या match था
definitely
guys.
some NRG magic here. So yeah, really
चलो
excited.
guys,
Il
hope
faisait
you enjoyed
partie du
it.
roster en 2025 qui avait gagné
enjoy
les
किया तो
Champions. Donc évidemment,
दोस्तों
il a
सब्सक्राइब
envie
कर
de
देना
prouver,
दोस्तों
surtout
को भी
devant
शेयर
vous,
कर देना
en plus
बाय
à
बाय मिलते हैं
Paris,
फिर
qu'il
से
est capable
कल
de remporter
नए
ce
स्ट्रीम पे
trophée.
तब तक
You will be
बाय
right
गुड
back
नाइट
into the
सी
thick
या
of things tomorrow in the grand final. You've got a night to prepare.